Good evening, USFFL, and welcome tonight to playoff action. We've got a couple of wild card games on tap tonight in the pursuit for the Harlan McLean Trophy, the first of its kind this year. And so we're going to get things started with an early game. Patriots are on the road at Jacksonville, and we'll have a nightcap tonight of the Browns at the Bengals. Let's get it started, shall we? All right, we are back live. Give me a second while I get our game set up here. I need to present the screen. That's the problem. 1 second here. I knew I missed a step. Entire screen. Share. All right, so we should be good to go now. Let's pull this up. And I'm going to make sure like I always do. Oh, we've got a quick 4th and 1 here for the Jags at their own 34 on the opening drive, and they are going. So extremely aggressive start here for the Jaguars. 4th and 1 from their own 34. They're going to split out 3 wide receivers on this play. Lawrence in the shotgun with Etienne beside him. Nickel defense here from the Patriots. Defense looks run, and we've got a look-in pass to Christian Kirk, and it's an empty zone. A good call offensively, and that's going to be good for a first down, barring a penalty. That's a 6-yard completion to Kirk. It actually had Yak figured in, but Kirk didn't do anything with it. That was all on the quarterback as Trevor Lawrence converts a 4th and 1 right out of the gate for the Jags at home. Jaguars still in the 3 wide receiver, 1 halfback. Defense looking pass, but it's a draw up the middle, and Etienne is shut down quickly. Tackle on the play by Jawan Bentley. Etienne finds a soft spot on his card on the wrong column, 2nd and 9. The Jaguars are coached by Joe Golden. I believe it's his 2nd year with the team. And the Patriots have long been coached by Dennis Young. Here's a pitch out to Etienne trying to get around the edge, and he's going to lose 4 yards. And once again, that was on his wrong column. But he rolled a 5, and that's never good, as you know. So he lost 4. And just like that, it's 3rd and 13 for the Jags. Lawrence out of the shotgun again, staring at a nickel defense. Devon Godchaw is the only player injured for this game. A reminder that I should get the cards out. Sorry, I worked up until kickoff, so I'm a little less prepared than normal. Big 3rd and 13. And back to pass and looking deep this time is Lawrence, but he's going to be brought down. Sack on the play. Josh Uche gets through. Loss of 9 yards, and despite converting a 4th and 1 earlier, Jags are going to be forced to punt here. From their own 28, Logan Cook back to punt it. And that's a pretty good punt, 54 yards. Actually, 53 as it bounced backwards, but no return, so that's going to get it into the red zone. I should say inside the 20 would be a more accurate way to describe that, and the Patriots will now have their first possession of the game. We'll double check that. And indeed, their first possession. So the only first down for the Jags on the opening drive was on 4th and 1. Patriots, one of the leading rush teams in the league, coming out in a 2 tight end set with Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. Jags looking pass and doubling the flats, but it's actually an inside run. Ramondre Stevenson, and he knows where to find that short gain on his card. That's through the middle for 12 yards and a first down. Ramondre Stevenson with a fast start here. Pats out to the 31. Jags defense rated good against the run, rated very poor against the pass. Here's a quick slant over the middle to Jonnu Smith, and the tight end on his card. He's got himself a catch, and he's got 12 more yards and a first down. That was a result of receiver. Went to the wrong column, and Jonnu Smith gets 12. 1st and 10, New England out to the 43. Bailey Zappi is the quarterback today. There's an inside run, Ramondre Stevenson. Defense called run this time, but it goes to the defensive card, and Ramondre Stevenson with another sweet roll has got himself a short gain again, 14 yards. 3 plays, 3 short gains for the Patriots as they cross midfield. 1st and 10 at the Jags 43-yard line. So the dice coming out friendly early here for Coach Dennis Young. Young's Patriots finished the year 13-4, tied with the Bills. The Bills got the better conference record and the division title and the bye week that went with it. As the number 1 seed, Patriots got the consolation prize of the number 5 seed. Second best record in the conference, but they are stuck with the number 5 seed. And we're still waiting on the formation call. Makes me wonder if perhaps we have a game that's frozen. We'll see in a second. And it looks like I'm frozen. My chat's not going through. Let's get it started again here. One moment. The things we do for Strat. For the love of Strat. That's not what we're looking for. I'm not getting in. Give me a second here. We'll try one more time. That looks like they're bringing us a new game number, so that would explain that. Might be a good time to at least mention that I appreciate very much the patience that all coaches have throughout the season to work our way through these tech issues. Hopefully someday they'll have it a little more stable for us. And we're back up. 2nd down and 7 for the Patriots. So they had a 3-yard pickup that we missed for a 2nd and 7. Jacksonville bringing up Andre Sisco, showing blitz from the safety position. They're out of the 3-4. Defense looking run, but it's a quick in pass. Actually, a quick out pass to Jonnu Smith, and he's got another 7 yards and a 1st down. 2 catches on the day for Jonnu Smith, both of them for a 1st down conversion, and both of them on receiver on his card. Caught the defense looking run again. And that's what got him the 1st down yardage. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 33. I mentioned Bailey Zappi is in at quarterback. Zappi has 92 pass attempts on the year. He's had to work him in periodically. He gets the starting nod here. And Bailey Zappi's got a pretty good card. And it looks like we might be in our 2nd weather delay. Weather as a euphemism for server delay. Say so. Went ahead and put up the delay sign so people will know. And hopefully we'll have the replacement game number here momentarily. And it looks like our game number is inbound again. At least I thought I saw Joe type in there. And there we go. Let's get back in. And it looks like we have a Bailey Zappi flat pass. It's going to go for -1, and the game just crashed again. Wow. It rebooted my machine before it ever started. Let's see here. All right, we look to be in again. Patriots staring at a 3rd and 11 from the Jacksonville 34. Let's get that delay sign removed for now, shall we? Three wide receivers, one halfback here. Bailey Zappi's in the shotgun. Jags in a nickel. Back to pass, looking short to Devontae Parker, and he is double teamed, looking for a flush, and he gets the roll, so it's a flush here. Dump pass on 3rd and 11 going to Nelson Aguilar. Is going to lose 2 more yards, though, and that makes it 4th and 13 at the Jacksonville 36. From right here, that's a 2 through 6 and 12 field goal with variable risk as the range goes out only to the 37. So difficult decision here for Coach Dennis Young, as Dennis congratulates his defensive counterpart on an excellent call, and indeed it was. And we're waiting here either for another weather delay or for the Patriots coach to decide whether he wants to go for the field goal 2 through 6 and 12. And it says user dropped, so that doesn't look good. All right, we're going to put up the delay again, and I'll be right back with you. All right, looks like we've got another attempt here, another code. Let's give it a try. A little bit of a stilted start tonight. Hopefully it will improve. So it looks like the Patriots went for that field goal and got the roll. That would have been a 2 through 6 and 12. They're up 3-0. 53-yard field goal attempt was good by Nick Folk. First and 10 Jags now from their 39. Trevor Lawrence back to pass, and he's got himself a roll, incomplete, almost intercepted. There is a penalty, and it's pass interference against the defense. So mark off the 14 yards and a first down for the Jags. They're in the New England territory now for the first time. First and 10 at the 47. That was an interception split roll, 2 through 4, 11 and 12. Rolled the 5, but it was, I guess, made irrelevant with the penalty. First down, Patriots looking to run, but it's a pass going short. Christian Kirk's got it. First down yardage. 11-yard pickup down to the 36. Jags going to split out 3 wide receivers. Nickel defense here is a sideline pass. Marvin Jones, that's going to be incomplete. Marvin Jones had a receiver opportunity on his right column. Just a supporting receiver, not the best, and didn't make the catch there. Second and 10. Jags again. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback, Etienne. And the Pats will sit in the nickel. There's a flat pass left side, empty zone, and Evan Ingram's got it. First down, inside the 20, inside the 15, and down to the 13-yard line. Tackled by Jalen Mills, but not until a 23-yard pickup into the red zone. Jags now first and 10 at the 13 of New England. And once again, 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback, and the defense responds with a nickel. Flat pass, left side again, Marvin Jones, and that's going to be a yak opportunity for Jones, and he's going to lose a couple. Marvin Jones -2 on the play. He's an E-rated yak. Second and 12 at the 15. Now to a run formation, more traditionally, blocking back set. Michael Hasty. Now in the backfield as the tailback. Lawrence back to pass. He's looking short, going to Luke Farrell, and that ball's caught, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. There's a penalty, and that's going to be actually offsetting penalties, and that'll wipe away the score. We'll repeat, second and 12. That was a short pass to Luke Farrell. 5 on the white die. He beat the defender and got exactly the 15 yards he needed for the score, but offsetting penalties wipes it out, second and 12. Jags now in a 2 tight end set. Etienne, the tailback there, sorry. Patriots out of the 3-4. Patriots with an excellent rated run defense and rated average against the pass. Pat's looking runner, and it is. Off tackle, left side, Etienne on his card. He's going to lose a yard. So the run sniffed out there by Coach Dennis Young, and that makes it 3rd and 13. From the 16-yard line, Etienne out to a slow start, 4 carries, just 3 yards. Three wide receivers now, 1 halfback. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Nickel here from the Patriots. Safety's double teaming Marvin Jones, but it's a short pass. Christian Kirk, let's see if he gets it off. Lawrence is going to be actually forced to dump that off. It's going in the flat to Zay Jones. And that's going to be a short gain, a great roll on 3rd and 13. And that's going to get all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. He rolled the 16-yard gain on 3rd and 13 from the 16. That was a flat pass on Ryan, and it got the quarterback short gain at just the right clutch moment. Extra point is good, and the Jags out on top at home, 7-3. So a nice roll at the nice time. Nice 27-yard kick return there. Marcus Jones and the Patriots will begin their next possession, 1st and 10 at their own 32. Bailey Zappi is back to pass here, and he's going to be looking deep. He's going to actually be forced to dump it off here instead. Flat pass going out to Ramondre Stevenson, and a yak opportunity for the tailback. And Stevenson's got room, and he's right through that first down yardage into the secondary. Pickup of 20 on the play. One play, and they are across midfield. 1st and 10 at the Jags' 49-yard line. Andre Cisco of the Jags now up close, showing blitz out of the 3-4. Zappi back to pass. Looks short and no good. Incomplete. Targeting Hunter Henry on the play. Zappi missed his number. 2nd down and 10. 2 tight end set here. Once again, Cisco up close, showing blitz for the Jags. There's a screen to a zone with 2 men in it, but the defense called run. That's going to be incomplete. That was a confluence of events. The defense called run on a pass, but he was going at a 2 linebacker zone. Got it to the quarterback's card, got it to receiver on wrong, and Ramondre Stevenson, the only one that's incomplete, is a 7, and that's what he got. So bad break there for the Pats, and that makes it 3rd and 10 at the Jags 49. 4 wide receivers, full spread formation, back to pass. Zappi looking short. He's going to be forced to dump it off instead. Another dump off rule here. This one's going out to Kendrick Bourne, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Interception, split roll opportunity there for the Jags defense, but they couldn't get the roll. 4th and 10, and the Patriots will punt. And that punt is going to be down to the 5-yard line for Jamel Agnew, and they're going to let it bounce, and it rolls right to the goal line, just enough to get that into the goal for a 1st and 10 at the 20. I like the call from the 5-yard line. Everybody's got a little different view on when they want to let it bounce, and of course, the nature of your returner has something to do with that. Here's a 1st down run, draw up the middle, and just a 3-yard gain. Travis Etienne brought down by Christian Barmore. 2nd down and 7. The center failed to make the block with a 6 on the white die. Back to pass. Looking short, going to Marvin Jones. He's got that catch and a 1st down. Got exactly 10 yards. Jags 1st and 10 at their 33 now. I mentioned Devon Godchaw is hurt for the Patriots here. He's the nose tackle 4. Same blitz rating, but we got a 0 in there now. Here's a button hook to an empty zone. Etienne with an opportunity at some yak, and he's got good yardage out near midfield to pick up a 15. That was a +5 from Bailey, or from Trevor Lawrence's card. Apologies. And Travis Etienne did the rest with his B-rated yak. Jags 1st and 10 at the 48 as we reach the end of the first quarter. Jags at home up 7-3 and driving. Lawrence back to pass again, and he is looking deep, going to be forced to scramble instead. He's across the 50 and almost to the 40-yard line. Brought down at the 41 after a pickup of 11. Trevor Lawrence uses his wheels and converts. Jags 1st and 10 at the New England 41. 3 wide receivers splitting out now, and that's going to make the Patriots drop back into a nickel. The defense gets his run, but we got a little flat pass out here to Evan Ingram, and he's going to get 5 yards. Out of the 1-man column on the defense, +5 is a pretty good roll. 2nd and 5. Lawrence coming out pretty good here in the beginning. 8 of 10 for 84 yards and a tutty. Jags looking good at home so far. 3 wide receivers split out again. Lawrence back to pass. He's looking short one more time, and this one is incomplete. Lawrence on his card right between a couple of his completions, actually. But he missed it. It's 3rd and 5. Early second quarter, Jags up 7-3. Jags 1 for 3 on third down conversions so far today. It's 3rd and 5, I should say. Lawrence out of the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers and Etienne by his side. I expect the Patriots are going to come out with a nickel here, and they do indeed. Juwan Bentley rated 6 against the run at middle linebacker. That should help the nose tackle there, Godchaw. I thought about that, looking at that with a 3rd and 5 here. And it is indeed an inside run draw into a pass defense. Going to try to get with his legs. Etienne, and he beats the nose tackle. A 4 on the white die beats Devon Godchaw, the aforementioned injury, at a critical moment to convert with a 6-yard run. So the Jags now 1st and 10 at the Patriots 30. 3 wide receivers again. Lawrence right back into the shotgun. Here's a quick slant over the middle to Evan Ingram, and we got a receiver opportunity for him, and he's got the catch. Good for 5 only. Good pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Coach Joe Golden has the offense clicking here early. There's a 1st down screen out to JaMychal Hasty out of the backfield, and Hasty's got it, but just for a 2-yard gain. That's going to make it 3rd down and 3 at the New England 23. From right here, that's a 2 through 8 and 12 field goal. But just a 1 + 1 on the variable would get you to a 2 to 10. Coach Golden looking for more than that, I'm sure, here. JaMychal Hasty stays in at tailback here. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Nickel from the Pats. Hasty is the 4-rated pass blocker, so that is probably the difference in why we are seeing him on 3rd down here. New England does have a star-rated blitzer, Matt Judon. So it'll be interesting to watch how that plays out throughout the game. Ooh, and here's a nice call by the defense. Off tackle for JaMychal Hasty. And the defense called run and had a linebacker in the zone. It's a 2-yard loss. Great call. It's 4th and 5 at the New England 25. And I expect we're going to see kicker Riley Patterson, and we do, from 42 yards away. This should be a 2 through 8 and 12 unless he gets the variable bump. Jags congratulate the defense on a good call. Oh, there's an injury as well. We'll come back to that. That field goal is up and good. So that'll be a 7-point lead, 10-3. Jags on top with 10:48 to go in the 2nd quarter. However, on that play, an injury to Matt Judon. He is injured for the 1st half. So just moments after mentioning his name as the star-rated blitzer that the Jags have to be concerned about, he'll miss the rest of the 2nd quarter here. After touchback, Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25. 2 tight end set. Jags going to show that safety blitz again, but it's a run up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson. He's got a 2-yard gain. Jags had a linebacker in the zone on that one. 2nd and 8 at the 27. Cisco up close showing blitz again. Defense guessing pass this time. Pitch out. Ramondre Stevenson, he's got himself a 5-yard gain. This on the defensive card as a 6 on the white die. Too much for the right end, Roy Robertson. 3rd down and 3 now for the Patriots. Jags showing blitz from the safety again. 2 tight end set. Looks like a spectator has joined. We welcome him. Third and 3, it's a run up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson going nowhere. Shut down with 2 linebackers in the zone. And it's 4th and 3, Patriots at their 32, and they're going to have to punt it. Michael Pilardi is on for the punt. And that's going to be a 44-yard punt fielded at the 24 by Jamel Agnew. A Short return of 6, and that makes it 1st and 10 Jags from their 30. Jags have scored on their last 2 possessions and had 4 first downs on each. So the offense in a little bit of a zone here early. Here's a first down pitch out to Travis Etienne. And to the defensive card it goes, and that's going to be pick up a 6. Penalty on the play, though, is holding against Jacksonville. So Etienne had a positive gain, beating the defensive end with a white die, but holding on the offense. Back them up, 1st and 20 Jags from their own 20. Less than an hour away from kickoff of Browns at Bengals. An AFC Wildcard doubleheader tonight. And for the first time, Jack's coming out in a 3 wide receiver, 2 running back set. Etienne, the tailback. Nickel defense here from the Patriots on 1st and 20. Lawrence is back to pass. He looks short, going to Christian Kirk. It's no good, incomplete. That went to the defensive card. 4-minute zone. Patriots got the stop. 2nd and 20 now. Second consecutive play. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs for the Jags. A little bit of a hole here for the offense to dig out of. Pat's still in the nickel. Back to pass, looking short and incomplete. Nice double team call by Coach Dennis Young, as he had the safety all over the intended receiver, Zay Jones. Incomplete on the quarterback card. It's 3rd and 20. Imagine we might see the dime here for the Patriots. The Jags again. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. And a deep 3-2-6 dime from the Patriots as expected. You might see the Jags respond to the free run on wrong and see if they can't get something on Etienne's card for a big gainer. Etienne's got a little breakaway ability. And indeed, pitch out to Travis Etienne, hoping for that wrong column, and he's got it, but another 4-yard loss for Etienne, as for the second time today, he hits that 5 on end run wrong. Etienne struggling, 7 carries, 8 yards, and the Jags are punting from their 16. Logan Cook, nice boot, 50-yard punt, fielded at the 34, and no return there for Marcus Jones. So 7:12 remains in the second quarter. Jags up 10-3. Patriots now with possession, 1st and 10 at their 34. Coming out on their usual 2 tight end set. Last 2 possessions, Patriots have just 1 first down total and 2 punts. First down run off tackle, Ramondre Stevenson on his card. And Ramondre Stevenson is into the secondary with another big gainer across the 50, inside the 40, and down to the 35 of Jacksonville. Pickup of 31 yards on off tackle wrong on his card, Snake Eyes. Back to pass, Zappe looking short and incomplete. Defensive penalty, however, on the Jags. They were offside, so mark off 5 yards. Patriots now 1st and 5 at the 30. Jags safety, Cisco up close, showing blitz again out of the 3-4 here. They got a couple receivers double, but it's a pitch out. Ramondre Stevenson around the edge, and he's got first down yardage. 6-yard gain for the Patriots, 1st and 10 at the 24. Ramondre Stevenson now 8 carries, 73 yards here. As opposed to Travis Etienne, who's struggling mightily. Here's a quick out pass to Jonnu Smith, and he's going to lose a couple. Bailey Zappi got the -2 on his card on right, and it's 2nd and 12. 5:42 remains. Both teams all 3 timeouts. 10-7 Jags. Cisco up close from the safety position, showing blitz again here on 2nd and 12. Here's a button hook pass, linebacker in zone. Tailback Ramondre Stevenson's got the catch. A good gain, pickup of 8. 6 on the white dime, converted that to the 0-man column. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. Inside the red zone now at the Jacksonville 18. We may have frozen again. We're 5 plays into the drive. Yeah, my chat's not showing, so I believe we are locked up yet again. No rush, since it's going to take them, I'm sure, a little bit to get me another game number. So let's take a look here. New England's actually outgained them 114 to 101. I guess I would have guessed the other way. But I guess the Patriots getting a little more support from the passing game than the Jags are from the running game. Travis Etienne, 7 carries, 8 yards. JaMychal Hasty, 2 for 0. So 9 carries by the tailbacks have produced 3 yards less than Trevor Lawrence got on 1 scramble. Patriots still 0 for 3 on the game on 3rd downs, and that's where we find ourselves now. Pat's 3rd and 4 at the Jags 18. Let's go ahead and close it out now and see if we might have a new game number. We do indeed. With luck, we'll make it back before the 3rd down play is completed. About to find out. Here we are, 3rd and 4. Defense looking pass. Pitch out to Ramondre Stevenson. He got himself a 1st down again. 5-yard pickup on his card and run wrong. Patriots convert on 3rd down for the first time today, and they are now 1st and 10 at the Jags 13-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here, 2nd quarter. Looking to tie the game up with a touchdown. Jags safety up close, showing blitz here. Pats from the 2 tight end set. Back to pass. Zappy looking short, going to Devontae Parker. He's got the catch. He's inside the 5 and down at the 2. Pickup of 11 on the play on the defensive card. And it's 1st and goal, Patriots at the 2-yard line. They'll come out in a full house set. 3-4 blitz here from the Jags. Again, they are rated good against the run. Certainly expect a run here on 1st down from Coach Young. It is indeed up the middle, and a keyed running back goes nowhere. -1 for Ramondre Stevenson. Nice call, Joe Golden. Tenth carry of the game for Stevenson, and it's 2nd and goal to 3 after that loss of a yard. Full house is out now. 2 tight end set. Key is again on Stevenson. Back to pass. Short. Jacoby Myers has got himself a touchdown. 3-yard touchdown pass. Bailey Zappi to Jacoby Myers for the score on Zappi's card. The extra point is up and good by Nick Folk. And with 3:18 to go here in the first half, Jags and Patriots tied 10-10 in this AFC wildcard game. And Jamel Agnew has himself a nice kick return out across the 40, brought down at the 44. And that was actually a nice return on the Patriots special teams defense with a roll of 7. So 3 minutes to go before halftime.
Jags starting with great field position at their own 44. He'll come out again, 3 wide receivers. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Pat's in the nickel. Here's a dump pass left side to Evan Ingram. He's got it across the 50 and brought down at the 49-yard line. He did not get out of bounds. Clock still running, 2nd and 3. 2:24 on the clock. There were actually 2 linebackers in the zone that time, but it did go to the quarterback card for Trevor Lawrence. So a nice break for the Jags. 2nd and 3 now from New England territory. 2 tight end set. Again, Matt Judon was injured and is out for the rest of the first half. Pat's looking for a run, but back to passes. Lawrence looking short. Dan Arnold's got it. First down yardage down to the 38-yard line. He got out of bounds, stopping the clock at 2:06. Lawrence to Arnold for 11 yards, his first catch. From the 38-yard line, 2 tight end set here. Defense looking run, and it is right at the middle. Travis Etienne, and he's brought down, no gain. That would have been a short gain had the defense called pass, but Dennis Young sniffed it out. Travis Etienne, 8 carries, just 8 yards. As we reach the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville, Jags and Pats are all tied up 10-10. Jags on the march now, 2nd and 10 at the New England 38. 3 wide receivers splitting out again for the Jags. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Here's a quick out pass, right side, Evan Ingram again. Linebacker in zone, receiver opportunity. Ingram's got it, and he's out of bounds with a first down. Evan Ingram on flat pass right, picks up 10. And as a matter of fact, he's averaging 10 on the day, 5 catches, 50 yards. This one stops the clock at 1:52 and gives the Jags a 1st and 10 at the Patriots 28. And perhaps now is the time, if you're Jacksonville, to suspend the 2-minute offense and getting out of bounds. Let the clock run. Here's a pitch out. JaMychal Hasty, and he's going to get 3 yards. That went to the defensive card. Pats, as we said earlier, excellent against the run, 2nd and 7. Ball carrier did indeed get out of bounds and stop the clock at 1:45. So both teams, all 3, timeouts still. The combination of Travis Etienne and JaMychal Hasty, 11 carries, 11 yards. Fortunately for Coach Golden, the quarterback has been showing a golden arm so far. 2nd and 7 play out of the blocking back set. JaMychal Hasty, the tailback, into a pass defense. It's an off-tackle run. JaMychal Hasty going to try to get that on his legs, and it goes to the defensive card, and it's a good run. First down. Pick above 8. Offensive tackle Cam Robinson managed that 4 on the white die and sprung it for an 8-yard first down run. Now into the red zone. He does indeed let the clock run, and the Patriots let it happen as well, down to 1:15. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line now. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. It's still JaMychal Hasty. Dennis Young shows nickel defense here. An off-tackle run, JaMychal Hasty, and he's going to get nothing. 0 on the play. Defense called pass, but it still went to the right column because of the 3 wide receiver, 1 halfback formation, and a 1 on the white die. And so the Jags are getting the first opportunity to call a timeout. Looks like they are choosing what will appear to be a hurry-up. It's 2nd and 10 at the 17. 52 seconds remains. Three wide receivers again. Back to pass. Lawrence looking short, going for Zay Jones. He's got the catch, and it's a first down inside the 5, I think. No, actually, let's see. There's a penalty, and actually it is offsetting penalties, so wipe away that play. 2nd and 10 at the 17, all over again. Just before halftime here. Patriots safety up close, showing blitz out of the nickel now. And back to pass. Lawrence looking short, going to Zay Jones, and no good, incomplete, and almost intercepted on the play. That hit the 4-man interception split roll on the defensive card, and it was 2 through 6. A 7 was rolled. 37 seconds left before halftime. Jags now 3rd and 10 at the 17. 3 wide receivers splitting out. Etienne is the tailback. Lawrence in the shotgun. Safety up close, showing blitz for the Patriots. And despite that interception split roll, I'd expect another short pass here from Coach Golden. We're about to find out. And indeed, back to pass, looking short and going to the only receiver, not double team. So a good call offensively. Lawrence on his card is incomplete and right between a couple of completion opportunities. So 4th and 10 at the 17. And here comes the field goal for Riley Patterson from the 17. It's a 34-yard field goal that is good. And it is 13-10. Jags on top. A squib kick follows, and with just 15 seconds left, the Patriots have it. 1st and 10 at their 24, down by 3. They will split out. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. And Zappe is in the shotgun, so they're at least showing an aggressive stance here with their offensive formation. Nickel here by the Jags. Back to pass, Zappe looks short, and he's got a catch to Hunter Henry. Tight end goes for 10 yards, but there's the timeout. New England 1st and 10 at their own 34. So Dennis might be looking for something specifically there because a couple of short passes are not going to do you much here. I'm wondering if he was maybe chasing a long gain on that short pass card. It's on an 11. 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, out of the shotgun with just 8 seconds left. Bailey Zappe. Back to pass. This time he is looking deep and incomplete. Pass intended for Nelson Aguilar. He got it on the quarterback's card, which, honestly, there are 3 completions for Bailey Zappe on long pass right. Long gain is on a 5. But there's also a couple of high-risk interceptions. And with 1 second left, the Patriots take a knee, and that's going to do it for the first half. Jacksonville at home has treated the fans to an early lead. They're up 13-10. Coaches congratulating each other on a good first half and lining up to get us started here in the 3rd quarter. AFC wildcard action in pursuit of the Harlan McClain Trophy. Marcus Jones kickoff return out across the 25 to the 27, and that's where the Patriots will open the second half. Also for the Patriots, that is the end of the injury earlier to Matt Judon. He was injured for the first half, but he should be back now. 2 tight ends set for the Patriots. Jags out of a 3-4-D. Back to pass. Zappe looking short and no good. Incomplete. Pass intended for Jacoby Myers. Found the only empty spot on the 3-man column short pass defense for the Jags. So 2nd and 10 now. 2 tight ends set for the Patriots. Jags will now bring on an extra defensive back out of the nickel. Zappe back to pass, looking short. Looking for Jacoby Myers, but he's going to be forced to dump it off. Little dump off to the tailback, Ramondre Stevenson, and a yak opportunity for him out of the backfield, and Stevenson's got good yardage. Almost got the first down, brought down after a 9-yard pickup, and it is 3rd down and 1 Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson's been Very good out of the passing game today, too. 4 catches, 35 yards. That's almost half of Zappy's total on the day. So big 3rd and 1 coming up here. Patriots at their own 36. Staying in their standard 2 tight end set. Safety up close out of the 3-4 for the defense. It's a screen out to Stevenson again and a yak opportunity. Stevenson needs 1 for the first down, and he's got that and more. Nice pickup of 11 yards. 1st and 10 at the 47. Ramondre Stevenson got a good roll and needed it. That was -3 on the yak for the quarterback as a starter. So Stevenson had to make some space on his own and got room and got the first down. Back to pass. Quarterback Zappy. Short pass is incomplete. That one intended for Hunter Henry. Pat 2nd and 10 at their 47. Safety showing blitz again. Here's a pitch out. Ramondre Stevenson, and he's got 4 yards. That went on the defensive card for Jacksonville. And so 3rd and 6 now into Jacksonville territory at the 49. Patriots, 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Zappy out of the shotgun. Jags showing nickel. And Zappy back to pass. He looks short. He's going for Jacoby Myers. He's got the catch and a first down. Pickup of 11 on the play. Patriots 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 38. And after starting the game 0 for 3 on 3rd downs, the Patriots offense now 3 of 6. Got 3 in a row. Here's a first down screen to the tailback and incomplete. Defensive 1-man column made that stop. 2nd and 10. First possession, 3rd quarter. Patriots trail 13-10 on the road. They're already on the fringe of field goal range to tie it. 2 tight ends set. Safety showing blitz again. Very aggressive safety, Andre Sisco. For the Jags, back to pass, looking short, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Jaguars at their own 26-yard line. And a nice return out across the 40 to the 42. Tyson Campbell with the interception of the game's first turnover. Jags take over, 1st and 10. So the Jags with a 3-point lead and possession now. 2 tight end set for the Jags. There's a first down screen out to the left side, Evan Ingram, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Trevor Lawrence actually got his interception split roll on that pass and barely missed the 2 and 3. 2nd and 10. Lawrence has slowed down a little bit, 13 of 21 now. Jags will stay in the 2 tight end set. Pat's looking run, but it's a pass. Lawrence looking short again. This one going to Christian Kirk, and that's incomplete. I almost said intercepted. It was an interception split roll again. 2nd consecutive play for Trevor Lawrence. But it falls harmlessly to the turf, and it's 3rd and 10 Jags. Not the roll you want if you're Joe Golden when you get that short pass wrong opportunity. Now the Jags will split out 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback, Lawrence in the shotgun. Lawrence back to pass, looking short, and that ball is going to be picked off by the Patriots. Interception picked off at the 42 by Jonathan Jones. And let's see what Jones does on the return. Jonathan Jones is going to get across midfield and brought down at the 48 of Jacksonville. So back-to-back dueling interceptions on the first couple drives here in the second half. Game's first 2 turnovers. Doesn't look like the halftime speech calmed down with either quarterback. So the Patriots will start this drive in Jacksonville territory, 1st and 10 at the 48. Patriots have a couple of touchdowns on an interception return as possibilities on a roll of 4 or 5. So lucky for the Jags, that didn't pop up. Patriots 2 tight end set. Defense looking pass. It's run right up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson. And it's going to be just a gain of 2 yards on the play, but a personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on that tackle by the Jags. So that'll mark it all the way down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 Patriots there. 2 through 8 field goal range from this position for the Patriots. Safety up close showing blitz for the Jags out of the 3-4. First down pitch out. Ramondre Stevenson around the edge, and he's going to get a 6-yard pickup. Stevenson hits his wrong column for a nice first down carry, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, the safety up close, telegraphing blitz. Defense looks pass, but it's run up the middle. Damian Harris has got a first down carry. Damian Harris substituted in there for Ramondre Stevenson, and he gets a 5-yard run for a first down. Now in the red zone at the Jacksonville 20-yard line. Cisco again creeps up close. Defense gets his pass again, but it's another run off tackle. Damian Harris. And Harris is right through past the linebackers, inside the 10 and down to the 5. There's a penalty on the play, but it is against the defense. New England will decline it, and it is a 15-yard run for Damian Harris. 1st and goal, Patriots at the 5-yard line. Patriots have outrushed the Jags today, 108-30. Here's a pitch out, Ramondre Stevenson, and he's got 4 more. Brought down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal at the 1. Patriots bring out the full house formation. And here's the sneak by Bailey Zappi, and he's into the end zone. Right over the top for the touchdown. Bailey Zappi gets the touchdown on the sneak. Patriots are now on top 16-13. Extra point pending. Nick Folk lines it up. And he's got it. And at the 8:42 mark of the 3rd quarter, the Patriots have their first lead since they were up 3-0 in the 1st quarter. Coach Golden congratulating the Patriots coach on a nice drive. USFFL #sportsmanship. So the Jags take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25, now losing by 4 points. And the Jags will come out on that 3 wide receiver, 2 running back set again. He's starting to show a tendency toward that. Travis Etienne, the tailback. Back to pass, looking short, and he's going to be brought down. Sack on the play. Adrian Phillips with the sack for the Patriots. Loss of 6, and that makes it 2nd and 16. Phillips is a left outside linebacker. Blitz rating 0. Pressure by Matt Judon caused the sack, though, it says. 2nd and 16. Here's an off-tackle run, and it's going to be a 4-yard pickup for JaMychal Hasty. Could be a very important 4 yards as it makes it 3rd and 12. Jags at their 23. Now a short pass. Might just get them a first down here. 3 wide receivers. Split out. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Patriots show nickel here. It is Etienne in the backfield rather than the better blocker, JaMychal Hasty. Back to pass is Lawrence, and he is looking deep. And on his card, it is incomplete. Trevor Lawrence needed a 3 through 6 to have a shot there. Rolls an 8. 4th and 12. And the Jags will punt. And a great roll for Logan Cook at a great time. 63-yard punt goes all the way down to the 14-yard line. Return of 5 yards for Marcus Jones, and the Patriots will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19. 6:54 remains here in the third quarter. Pats up by 4, and they have the ball. Damian Harris stays in at tailback. Usual 2 tight end set. Jag safety showing blitz again. And Zappe's back to pass. He looks short going to Hunter Henry. He's got the catch and the first down. Pick up a 12. That one on the Jags defensive card. 3 men. 1st and 10. Patriots out to their 31 now. As Bailey Zappe goes over 100 yards passing in this game. Zappe 14 of 23 for 108. He's back to pass again, looking short, and he's got another one. Jacoby Myers, pick up a 13. Caught the defense looking run on that play. 3rd catch on the day for Jacoby Myers. And it's 1st and 10 Patriots at their 44. Damian Harris still in the game at tailback. Safety up close showing blitz. Here's a flat pass, left side to the tight end, Jonnu Smith, and another receiver opportunity, and Jonnu Smith's got it, and another good catch for 10 yards. Jonnu Smith making a good trend here tonight on flat pass right receiver. 10 yards and a first down into Jacksonville territory at the 46. There is an injury on the play to Roy Robertson Harrison. Just for the rest of the game, he's a 4 defensive end with a 4 rush rate. It'll now be a 0 with an improved rush rate up to a 6. Or I should say to a 5. Arden Key. Here's a 1st and 10 run up the middle. Damian Harris. And Harris on his card pops another short gain. Harris is hot here in the second half. 15-yard run. That one down to the Jacksonville 31. Damian Harris. 3 carries, 35 yards. Stays in the game here. 2 tight end set. Here's another run right up the middle to Damian Harris. Harris back on his card and right back to the same short gain number again. And again, a 7 roll for the 15-yard pickup. Deja vu on back-to-back plays. Run on wrong. Rolls the same short gain, rolls the same 15 yards. Patriots are in the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 16. Jags in danger of giving up a lead here that would be 2 scores. Patriots up 17-13. Safety shows blitz again here for the Jags. The red-hot Damian Harris. The lone setback here in a 2 tight end set. Defense looks pass, run. Harris again. This time 3 yards. Once again on his wrong column, 2nd and 7. From the 13-yard line. Both teams keeping the same alignment. And personnel. Safety up close again. Jags looking run, but it's a little dump pass. Right side, Jonnu Smith. He's got the catch, and he's inside the 5 and down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2 for the Patriots. Full house formation here. 3-4 blitz from the Jags. Patriots about to go up by 2 scores if they can punch it in. Here's a run up the middle. Damian Harris, and he's got himself a touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run, Damian Harris. And the Patriots indeed extend to a 2-score lead, the extra point. Nick Folk is good. And that makes it an 11-point differential. Patriots on top, 24-13. Ensuing kickoff returned out to the 33 by Jamal Agnew. And the Jags, with 2:42 to go here in the third quarter, trail by 11. 2 tight ends set, but Lawrence out of the shotgun. Pats have their 3-4 set defensively. Lawrence back to pass and looking short. Instead, he's flushed out of the pocket. He got a little dump off going here to Christian Kirk on the defensive card. Kirk makes the catch and has first down yardage out across the 45 to the 46, a pickup of 13 on the play. That one took advantage of the 0-man column on flat pass defensively. Same formation here for the Jags. Back to pass, looking short again. This one's going to go for 15. Nice pickup there to Zay Jones. 5 on the white die. Beat the defender, Jalen Mills, on the play. Again on the defensive card. 1st and 10 into New England territory at the 39. Back to pass again. This time the receiver's double teamed and incomplete. Nice call there. Pass intended for Christian Kirk, but he was double teamed by the linebacker Phillips. And that forced an incompletion. Would have been complete on right. It was also almost an automatic interception. 2nd down and 10 here, Jags. Lawrence stays in the shotgun here. 2 tight ends set. Patriots will drop back into a nickel here. There's a quick slant over the middle. Tight end Evan Ingram. And that's going to be a receiver opportunity for him and a pickup of 5. Ingram gets 5 on his flat pass right. His flat pass right only has 2 incompletions. And that's 6 catches on the day for him, 55 yards. That's primarily how he has been used offensively here today. 3rd and 5 now for the Jags at the New England 34. Jags just 2 for 9 on 3rd downs today. Three wide receivers, 1 halfback here. Patriots in the nickel. It is Etienne in the backfield. Lawrence back to pass. He is looking short, and it's going to Christian Kirk, and Kirk's got the catch and a 1st down. Inside the 25, tackled at the 23 by Jalen Mills. Etienne goes out. Michael Hasty replaces him as tailback in a blocking back set. Lawrence back to pass again, looks short, right back to Christian Kirk. And on the receiver opportunity, he's got it for 10 more. 5th catch of the game for Christian Kirk, 5 for 51. On the 3-man column, he got receiver, and on right, Christian Kirk's card loaded with opportunities. He converts. 1st and 10 now at the 13 for the Jags as we head to the 4th quarter. Jags trailing 24-13 at home, but they are knocking on the door. Inside the 15 here, 2 tight end set. Etienne, the deep eye. Safety up close showing blitz for the Patriots, but they call run defensively. Here's a screen to the tailback. Etienne's got the catch, and he's inside the 5 and brought down at the 2. Pickup of 11 for Travis Etienne. Just his 2nd catch of the game. 1st and goal. Jags at the 2-yard line. They'll stay in the 2 tight end set with Etienne in the backfield. Safety shows blitz for the Patriots. Here's a run up the middle, and Etienne's going to lose a yard. Travis Etienne on the play loses a yard on his right column. Injury on the play, by the way, to second tight end, Dan Arnold. He's going to miss 2 games. Second and goal, Jags at the 3. They'll come right back to the 2 tight end set. Travis Etienne, that's his first carry since it was 8 and 8. That's just his 9th carry. Back to pass, Lawrence looking short. He's got Christian Kirk for the touchdown. Christian Kirk with a touchdown pass, or I should say a touchdown reception from Trevor Lawrence, 3 yards. And the Jags can get it to 24-20 with an extra point, or they can go for 2 here and try to cut it to 24-21. That's the decision for Coach Joe Golden here with 13:48 to go in the game. Patriots coach congratulating Golden on the nice response with his drive. And indeed, Coach Joe Golden is going to be aggressive here. 24-19, he's going for 2. Full house set. Etienne and Hasty in the backfield. 3-4 blitz coming here from Coach Dennis Young. Two-point conversion attempt. It's into an excellent run defense. I think he might pass it, but it's kind of dangerous out of a full set. The defense looks past, but it's a pitch out. Michael Hasty going to try to get around the edge, but he gets it on the defensive card, and he's brought down a 3-yard loss. And unfortunately, that just crashed my game, but it's going to be 24-19. Try to get back in here. Hopefully, it was just my game that crashed, and they are working fine still. Ooh, and a sack we just saw. So, indeed, it is 24-19 as the Jags miss the 2-point conversion. That's good news for the Patriots. Bad news is on the opening play of their next drive, Patriots are sacked right away. Safety Andre Sisco, who's been coming all day, finally gets through for the sack, and it's 2nd and 16 Patriots. So putting them behind the sticks right away. Here's a button hook pass coming to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield, and a nice yak opportunity for Stevenson, but he can't do anything with it. Bailey Zappi set him up nicely with +2 from his side, but Stevenson with his A-rated yak got a bad roll, and it just ended at +2. So 3rd and 14 now for the Patriots from their 21. 12:36 to go, 4th quarter. Pats on top on the road in Jacksonville, 24-19. On 3rd and 14, it's another screen pass. Linebacker did stay home. Goes to the quarterback car, and it's going to be 7 yards. So he got half of what he needed on the 7th catch of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Pats are going to have to punt from their 28. And Michael Pilardi gets it off. It's a 43-yard punt fielded at the 29, and fair caught there by Jamal Agnew. And so the Jags will take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 29, 12 minutes to go. Interesting call on that 2-point conversion. Boy, with 13-ish minutes left, I can see that call going either way. Joe decided to get aggressive. Just didn't pay off. Here's a 1st down screen out to the right side. Travis Etienne out of the backfield, and a yak opportunity for him. And Etienne's got good yardage out across the 40, actually brought down right at the 40. Pickup of 11 on the play. ATN only 9 carries in the game for 7 yards. Kind of surprising. Back to pass, looking deep, and he double-teamed the right receiver. Great call, Dennis Young. Deep ball is going to be actually waved off. It's a flush. Nice break here for the offense, and it's going to be a 6-yard pass on the short slant to Chris Manhertz. 2nd down and 4, Jags at their 46-yard line. As Trevor Lawrence is now over 200 yards passing in this game. JaMycal Hasty, the tailback here. Here's a screen out to the right side to JaMycal Hasty, and he's going to get just a yard. Penalty on the play, though, but it's a personal foul on the Patriots. So mark off 15, and that's going to get the Jags on the fringe of field goal range at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Really need to get to the 32 to be in tempting field goal range for the Jags kicker. Jags out of a 2 tight end set. Here's an off-tackle run. Travis Etienne to the defensive card it goes, and just a 3-yard gain. Left tackle Cam Robinson could not make the block to match the 6 on the white die, 2nd and 7. Etienne, 10 carries, 10 yards as he continues to struggle. He's still in there on 2nd and 7. Jags out of the 2 tight end set. Back to pass, looking to Zay Jones, and that's going to be caught. 14-yard gain. Zay Jones capitalizes on the defensive card 4 men receiver. He managed to get the catch on right. His best possible result. And the Jags now 1st and 10 on the fringe of the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 21. Under 10 minutes to go in this one. Patriots up by 5. But Jacksonville knocking on the door. 1st down, quick slant over the middle. Evan Ingram, and he's got 4. 7th catch of the game for Ingram as he continues to be targeted on the dump-offs. 2nd and 6 at the 17 of New England. Field goal would cut it to 2 points. Safety up close now showing blitz for the Patriots. They're out of a 3-4. Etienne remains the tailback. Here's another flat pass going right back to Ingram, right back to the defensive card for 4 again. Same exact roll. 3rd down and 2 at the Patriots 13. Jags are 3 of 10 on 3rd downs. They need one desperately here. 8:24 remains. That's enough time. You got to figure he would consider a field goal if he misses it. But with just 2 yards to go, we'll have to see how this play comes out. 2 tight end set. Etienne is out. It's JaMycal Hasty that's in with his 4 pass block. 3-4 from the Patriots. Defense calls run. It's a sneak. Quarterback up the middle, and he's got 2 for the 1st down and another mark off with a penalty. Another personal foul. 2nd one on the drive for the Patriots defense. And the Jags now 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. 2 tight end set. Safety up close showing blitz. Etienne behind Lawrence. Here's a run up the middle. Travis Etienne on his card, getting nothing. Although there was a dead ball foul, back him up 5 yards. So an offensive penalty. So 1st and goal now at the 10-yard line for the Jags. They'll stay in the 2 tight end set with Etienne in the backfield. Here's a little dump pass left side going right back to Evan Ingram out of the tight end slot. A yak opportunity for Ingram. He's pretty good, but he's going to lose a couple yards on this play. Worst possible yak roll that Ingram could get. He does have the A-rated yak. 2nd and goal at the 12. 7:48 remains. Jags are 2 through 10 field goals as long as it stays inside the 22. 2 through 11, though, from the 12 here. Quick slant right back to Evan Ingram and a 5-yard pickup. That'll get it inside the 10. 3rd and goal at the 7. That's 10 catches on the day for Ingram. And as aggressive as Coach Dennis Young is double teaming receivers, surprised he hasn't been on Ingram earlier. Of course, you have to vacate the safety to do it usually, depending. Certainly if you want to impact there in the flats. 3rd and goal at the 7. 3 wide receivers splitting out, 1 halfback. It's Hasty in for pass protection, presumably. Nickel defense here from the Patriots. Safety up close, showing blitz. Big 3rd and goal play here from the 7. Expecting a barrage of receivers to be double teamed. We've got 2 receivers double teamed, but it's going to be a short pass to the tailback, JaMycal Hasty, out of the backfield. The pass is going to be getting it off, and it is going to be picked off. Interception in the end zone by the Patriots. 4 men in zone. Got the 9 defensively, and an interception on the play. And he's going to go ahead and return this, and he's only going to get it out to the 2-yard line. So a gutsy return as that was picked off in the back of the end zone. The interception return gets the Patriots out to the 2-yard line where they are tackled. But he was going for a couple of touchdowns on a 4 or 5 on the interception roll. Big, big play. So the Patriots retain their 24-19 lead. 6:54 remains in the game. They have the ball at their own 2. Now, I don't have to tell you, with a 5-point lead, a safety here would be a big one. Here's a pitch out to Ramondre Stevenson. He is keyed, but it is going to be a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7 at the 5. Linebacker was not in zone. I guess even on keyed, it wouldn't have been a safety. But 2nd and 7 here at the 5. Safety up close, showing blitz. Joe Golden showing him a little eye candy. He's going to take a shot. Back to pass. Zappy looks short. That's going to be caught. Jonnu Smith's got 15 yards. A 4 on the white die was all it took for Jonnu Smith to beat his defender. And it's 1st and 10 Patriots at the 20. First down screen, and the receivers double teamed and incomplete. Great call by Coach Joe Golden as he used his safety to correctly double team the tailback, Ramondre Stevenson. Looking for a big play, taking some chances here, trailing by 5. 2nd and 10 now. Patriots from their 20. Here's an off tackle, Ramondre Stevenson, and he's going to be brought down quickly. A loss of a yard. Tackle on the play by Devin Lloyd. There was a linebacker in the zone. And that makes it 3rd and 11 at the 19 for the Patriots. 5:06 remains. We're going to join in progress Browns at Bengals here shortly. They should have kicked off 2 minutes ago. But this one's coming down to the wire. 3rd and 11 at the 19. Zappy back to pass. Looks short. Going to Kendrick Bourne. And he's got the catch, but he's brought down short of the first down. 4th and 1 at the 29-yard line of the Patriots. And you got to punt it, and they will. Michael Pilardi, a 44-yard boot. Fielded at the 27 and a short return. Has the Jags out to the 33. So 4:12 remains here in the 4th quarter. Jags at home trail 24-19. Two tight ends set here from Joe Golden's Jags. Etienne is the tailback. Pat's out of the 3-4. Back to pass. Lawrence looking short, going to Manhurts. And that's going to be actually a dead ball foul. Penalty on the offense. Back him up 5 yards. Fifth penalty of the game for the Jags. Only 3 for the Patriots. 1st and 15 now at the 28. And the Patriots will drop into a nickel here. That would force the safety to come up on a run call. I wonder if we might see Travis Etienne take another shot here. And indeed, run up the middle. Travis Etienne into a pass defense. Etienne gets to his wrong column and finally gets a roll. Nice short gain for Etienne. Not quite enough for a first down. Pick up a 14 on the play. And it's 2nd and 1. Jags at their own 42. Etienne, prior to that run, had 10 carries for 10 yards. That one goes for 14. Safety up close showing blitz, so a little eye candy here from the Pats defense. Dump pass left side is incomplete. There is a penalty. And another personal foul for the Patriots. They had 2 of them on the last drive for the Jags. Another one here, and that yardage is marked off across midfield. Jags 1st and 10 now at the New England 43. 3:36 remains on the clock. Etienne the tailback, 2 tight ends set. Pats on 1st and 10 out of the 3-4. Run right up the middle. Etienne goes to the defensive card. He's going to get 4. And that should make it 2nd and 6 at the 39. I'm a little confused by what I'm seeing. There we go. 2nd and 6 at the 39. 3 minutes remains. Jags will stay in the 2 tight end set, but Lawrence now out of the shotgun. Pat staying in a 3-4. Lawrence back to pass. The play is a short pass call to Kirk, but he's going to be forced to scramble and dump it off. Little dump going to Zay Jones, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Lawrence hits his interception split roll. Settles for the interception. Settles for the incompletion. And the Jags are now 3rd and 6 at the New England 39. Jags have all 3 timeouts. They trail by 5. 2:24 remains. I don't think you can think about a field goal here. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Lawrence out of the shotgun. It is Etienne as opposed to the pass blocking Hasty beside him in the backfield. Nickel defense here from the Pates. Back to pass. Lawrence, he's looking short again. This one is targeting Zay Jones. Let's see if he's going to get that one off. He's going to be forced to dump it off. This one's going to Christian Kirk in the flats. And that's going to be incomplete. And so the Jags are up against it now, trailing 24-19. They have a 4th and 6 at the New England 39 with just over 2 minutes remaining. Got to go for it. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Again, it is Etienne at tailback as opposed to the pass blocker, JaMycal Hasty. Pat's out of the nickel. I wouldn't call it do or die time for the Jags, but it's pretty close. Jags need 6 yards. They did convert a 4th down earlier in the game. Back to pass, looking short. He is going to Zay Jones. 3 other receivers were double teamed, so that breaks for the Jags. The pass is off, and it's caught. It's good. Zay Jones has got it. A 6-7 roll. Beats the defender, Jalen Mills. 15-yard pickup, and we've reached the 2-minute warning in Jacksonville. Home fans are nervous. Jags trail by 5. 1st and 10 at the New England 24. 2 tight ends set out of the shotgun. The other AFC game is indeed underway. We'll get there shortly. Pats out of the 3-4 defense. Lawrence operating out of the shotgun again here. Defense looks past, but it's a run up the middle. Etienne, and he's got himself a 4-yard gain. And the offense gets an opportunity to stop the clock on the negative side of the 2-minute warning. Does he want to stop the clock or let it run? He's going to let it run. So Joe Golden maybe calculating this is his best chance, not wanting to leave New England too much time. It runs all the way down to 90 seconds left in the game, 1 minute 30. Jags 2nd and 6 at the 20. Blocking back set now. JaMychal Hasty is in for the run formation with his pass blocking ability. 3-4 blitz for the Patriots as they're showing that safety up close. Here's an off-tackle run. JaMychal Hasty into a pass defense, and Hasty's got 6 yards and a first down. Beat the nose tackle with a 6 on the white die. And the Patriots will burn their first time out, looking to save themselves some time here. Jags 1st and 10 at the 14. I like the call. If the Jags, you got to put pressure on the Jags offensively there. If they want to run it, if they want to pass it, you want to save yourself some time. If they want to run it, you want to run it. Maybe less chance they get to the end zone. I don't know. That's how I might think about it. 1st and 10 at the 14 now for the Jags. 3 wide receivers split out. 1 halfback is Etienne. Lawrence in the shotgun. Pats in the nickel. Here's a quick slant to Evan Ingram, and there's the double team I was asking for earlier. It's incomplete. Quick slant to the tight end, Evan Ingram, who has 10 catches on the day. That time, the double team saves a yak opportunity as the Pats and Dennis Young with a great call move the safety onto him to force that incompletion. 1:15 remains, 2nd and 10 at the 14. Same formation for the offense. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback, nickel blitz by the Pats. Lawrence back to pass. He's looking short. Marvin Jones, he's got his man. First down yardage inside the 5, tackled at the 3. And the Patriots take their second timeout. 1 minute, 7 seconds remain. Jags trail by 5. They're 1st and goal at the 3. Joe Golden is breaking out the full house formation. Trevor Lawrence now 256 yards passing, 30 of 47. 3-4 blitz here from the Patriots. Pats down to 1 timeout. Defense calls run. It's a sneak. Quarterback up the middle, and he's going to get a yard, and that's all. 2nd and goal at the 2, and the Patriots will burn their final timeout. Boy, and based solely on that, you got to figure you're just going to keep running it here. Seeing the Patriots out of timeouts, you got the total control. 1 minute exactly left in this game. Jags right back to the full house offense. We had a goal line stand in wildcard action 2 nights ago. Run up the middle, Etienne, and he's going to be brought down after a 1-yard loss, but a penalty on the Patriots. And it's another personal foul. 1st and goal at the 1. Boy, the Patriots defense made a stop there on Etienne. 1st and goal at the 1 now. And now the Jags can definitely run clock, assuming they don't get in here. Full house. The Bigs are in. 3-4 blitz by the Patriots. The key is on the quarterback. It's a run. Etienne up the middle, and he's got the touchdown for Jacksonville. The Jags are on top with 37 seconds remaining, 25-24. And I assume we're going to see a 2-point conversion here. Full house set indeed. And he might pass it here. You only get one shot at this, and you are looking at an excellent run defense. 3-4 blitz from the Patriots. Jags fans going crazy. And indeed, he's passing. Back to pass, looking short to Zay Jones. That's incomplete. Receiver was double teamed, and the game just crashed. And I've got to get in now. By the way, great clock management there by Joe Golden. Looks like he missed the 2-point conversion. So the Jags are up 25-24. Patriots have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25. They only need a field goal, but just 30 seconds remain, and they've got no timeouts. Let's take a look at Zappy's, or I should say Nick Folk's range. Only out to the 37-yard line. So he needs 38 yards total. Back to pass, looking short and incomplete. Pass intended for Devontae Parker. He was double teamed, and it's 2nd and 10, New England from their 25. So the Patriots running out of opportunities here. Pass and looking deep. That ball's incomplete. 2 men in the zone. And on the defensive card, nothing happening. So 3rd and 10. Just 15 seconds remains. And it's starting to look like the Jags are going to get out of here with a victory. Four wide receivers split out here with just 15 seconds left. Zappy desperately needing a long pass. He's going to go for a screen here, Ramondre Stevenson, and it's going to be a 2-yard pickup, and he does get out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 8 seconds left. It's 4th and 8. New England at their own 27, and I would think you got to go deep here. Maybe you get a defensive penalty, pass interference that would stop the clock, force another down. 4 wide receivers splitting out again for the Patriots. Last-ditch effort. Back to pass. Zappy looking long. Kendrick Bourne. He is not double-teamed. And on the quarterback card, it's incomplete. And with 1 second remaining, the Jags have taken over in New England territory. And they're going to get out of here with a 1-point victory. Victory formation for the Jags as Joe Golden is going to advance with a wild card victory over Dennis Young and the New England Patriots. Just dropped my cue for the coaches. To pop in for a post-game debrief if they like. Let's go ahead. Let's hurry up and get that other game going here. And that's going to do it. Your final score from Jacksonville. The Jags at home. 12-point fourth quarter. Come back to win this one by 1 point. Upsetting the New England Patriots 25-24. Patriots scored 14 points in the third quarter to dart ahead by 2 scores, and the Jags get 12 in the fourth quarter to come back and win it. Patriots outgained them 322-307 and had 1 less turnover. The personal fouls really hurt them down the stretch as well. As we do welcome Dennis to the broadcast. Dennis, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing just fine.
Didn't exactly work out like you'd hoped, I imagine.
The clock has struck midnight for the Patriots.
Indeed, it did. You did a great job getting that team for as far as you did. And I guess I would have considered you the favorite just based on your 13-4 record on the regular season. But Coach Golden got the best of you tonight. What kind of failed for you down? I noticed in the third quarter you took a nice lead. But
I was surprised by that.
Working in the fourth.
Yeah, I was surprised when all of a sudden I jumped up 24-13. But he got that nice drive to cut it to 24-19. I mean, it all came down to that one play. He had 4th and 6 with 5 minutes to go, and I doubled 3 guys, and I didn't double the guy I had a 0 on, and he got the hit. He hit it right there. That was it right there.
I thought it was an interesting call that he went for 2. It could have been 24-20, obviously it looks like he made the right call. But with 14 minutes left in the game, you could have made the case to go ahead and take the extra point.
Sure.
He goes for 2, and that makes it 5. But, really, all things considered, it worked out well for him getting that touchdown at the end. And, of course, you kept getting back-to-back drives. His last 2 drives, you had personal fouls twice on each of those drives to really help him out.
Yeah, a couple. I mean, overall, penalty-wise, I was doing okay through the game. It was just those last 2 drives where I had a couple penalties that cost me. What are you going to do? This team, this Patriots team is high on penalties, so that's just to be expected. But going into this game, I was checking out Jacksonville, and they're just one of those teams. They're not great, but they're not great anywhere, but they're not weak anywhere.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Offensively, it's a really, really hard team to go after. And going up against Joe, man, he's just such a good coach. I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was in trouble going up against him. I
saw after 10 receptions, you finally got your safety in there on Evan Ingram right at the end in a clutch moment. But of course, he ended up overcoming that. But yeah, he was really hitting Ingram in the flats all day long.
Yeah, he was. I doubled him a few times, but I never. I caught up to him at the end there with that double. But just a tough team to go up against, a tough coach to go up against. So it was a battle. Hold on, right? He's texting me right now. Let me just tell him I'm on the broadcast.
Sure.
Does he ever join these things?
I've seen him a couple times. And as a matter of fact, I was starting a series beginning of this year or last year. I can't remember, where I was going to do some regular interviews on coaches. I intend to come back to that. He's the only one I ever did. We sat down for about 30 minutes and I posted an interview with him.
Okay. Nice. But yeah, and I had that pick. That was I got that pick there in the end zone. And because I have that 4 and 5 touchdown, I was like, do I go for it or not? Because I was like,
forgot about that.
Yeah. I figured I had to go for it because I thought even if I don't get the 4 or 5, chances are I'm going to run it back 3 or 4 yards. I'll get it at 20 anyway. And my guy just came out of the end zone.
I saw your thinking on that. And, you'd had an interception earlier too. So you got a nice look at that touchdown chart that you've seen. So
and I remember
the temptation.
I remember a preseason game this year against an undefeated Kansas City team in preseason when you were up on me by like 10 or 13 points and in the fourth quarter, and you threw a ball in the end zone, and I got a 100 plus touchdown return and ended up beating you in that game. So that's always sticking in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Dennis, I just noticed you've labeled your name here, Losing Coach. Is that new? Have I missed it all year?
No, it's new. It's just for this game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just for this game. But yeah, just what can I do? Like that fourth and 6. A lot of times when I'm in a situation like that, it's late in the game. It's like I need 4 stops. So it's like he gets 4 yards. I kind of put 3 fingers up like this. I'm going like 3 more stops. Then I get the next stop. I'm like 2 more stops. I was down to 1 more stop. And, common sense would say, hey, you got a 0 out there. Go give him help and double him. But
he was really aggressive with you with his free safety. Siska was blitzing on you all day long.
Yes, he was.
And so I was wondering if you were going to hit that at some point.
Yeah.
When you go to that so many times, but you really never did. And finally, eventually, near the end, Cisco finally got through on a big sack for you to kind of help get Joe Golden the ball back.
Yep, exactly. Yep, yeah, that possession where he got the sack to kind of get that drive on a 2nd and 16, put me in the hole early. And then that last play, my last offensive play, he's doubling Bourne. If he's not doubling him, it's a long gain guessed right. You know, now chances are it wouldn't have been 70 yards, but maybe it's enough to get out of bounds and stir
I've
something.
seen
But
weirder things.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Especially in the USFFL.
But what's wild is I think I was looking the other day at stats for this season, for the 2022 season that we're playing, and I think New England, out of 32 teams, they were like 28th or 29th in offense for total offense.
Are you talking about in real life? Yeah.
In real life, yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they were terrible offensively.
So just the fact that I led the USFFL in offense this year, it's one of those things where it's like it's a nice stat to have, but it's like the dice are going to even up. It's going to catch up with me. It's not going to stick around forever. And
I tend to give you a little more credit than that. I don't think 13-4 over and leading the USFFL practically in offense. I think that did you finish on top? You might have. Can't remember right now. But
offensively,
you were either 1 or 2. Yeah.
Total offense, yes. I think I was right behind that guy that's coaching KC.
17-game sample is no fluke on that.
Yeah,
so
but
still,
to
give you a little more credit than that, and just didn't work out tonight. You did gain about 329, I think it was, but you guys had a really even yardage. It just kind of came down to the end. You even had one less turnover than he did, but I guess Joe got what he needed, and he'll advance.
You know who had a nice game for me was Damian Harris. I bring him in the third quarter to kind of give Stevenson a rest, and he hit like three long gains.
Third quarter comeback a little
totally. So we're not handing out game balls in a loss, but if we were, we might be handing him one.
Well, if you'd have told me that Joe Golden would win this game, when in the fourth quarter I was still looking at Travis Etienne, 10 carries for 10 yards.
Yeah,
I'd have never guessed that.
15 for 32. I mean,
he started. He got a nice short game with them, and then he also started getting 4, 6. He started to actually be able to use him, but he was pretty useless for the majority of this game.
For sure. Yep. Oh well, let that one get away. Yep. It has been a fun season, and thank you for everything you've done, and good luck to you and everybody else.
Congratulations on another great season, and I'll look forward to meeting your team next year, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll be the whipping stock of the league. So that sounds good.
If I play you, that's going to be my hope, but we'll see.
All right, Tim. Thanks a lot. Appreciate
Have a good night. Congratulations again on a great season, Dennis. Take care, my man.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That was Dennis Young, coach of the Patriots, graciously coming on after losing that game by just 1 point. Jags advance at home 25-24. And now, as Bill Belichick himself would say, we're on to Cincinnati. And just in time for a long pass on wrong, deep ball to Amari Cooper with nobody in the zone, and Cooper's got himself a catch. 27-yard completion. Jacoby Brissett to Amari Cooper. Caught the Bengals defense look and run. And Cleveland is into the red zone now, 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 13. Browns with the opening possession of the game. 3 first downs already. Here's the 8th play of the game. Chubb, the tailback, the blocking back set. Defense looks run, back to pass, looking short and going to Harrison Bryant. He's got the catch, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. So Cleveland on the road comes right out of the gates with an 8-play touchdown drive culminating in a TD pass from Brissett to tight end Harrison Bryant. Cade York on for the extra point. And that's going to be good, and it's 7-0. And it appears that I am not showing the screen here, or am I? Why am I not seeing the game? 1 second here. Bear with me. I'm still looking at this. All right, it is working. I'm sorry. Just wanted to make sure that I was being seen there. 1st and 10. Here's a run. Joe Mixon, and he's going to get 3 yards on the defensive card. 2nd and 7. Bengals at their 29. Okay, I believe I'm all set up now. 2nd and 7, square out pass to T. Higgins, left side. And Higgins cannot make the catch on flat pass right. It's incomplete. 3rd and 7. Let's take a quick peek at injuries. Both teams fully healthy. No excuses, guys. And so the Bengals face a 3rd and 7 at their own 29. 4 wide receivers, full spread formation here. Burrow out of the shotgun. Nobody passed more and for more yardage than Burrow and the Bengals this year. Here's a look-in pass. Empty zone waiting there for Trenton Irwin. So a great opportunity here. But it does go to Burrow's card. Yak opportunity, and that's going to be actually incomplete. So Coach wanted to see a defensive card roll with that empty zone. Couldn't get it. It's 4th and 7, and the Bengals will punt from their 29. Punt from Kevin Huber is going to go nice 54 yards inside the 20. Fielded at the 17 by Demetric Felton. And a nice return, 10 yards, and the Browns will start their second drive, 1st and 10, at their own 27. Let's go ahead and introduce our coaches. The Browns of Cleveland are coached by Dan Morin. And the Cincinnati Bengals are coached by Jeff Wendlandt. So the Browns on their opening drive, 8 plays and a touchdown. Bengals go 3 and out and punt it right back. 2 tight end set here for Cleveland. Bengals looking run, but it's a dump pass left side to David Njoku, the tight end. And Njoku is incomplete. Couldn't make the catch. Linebacker in zone makes the play. That's Trey Hendrickson. Got the 5 white die, but Hendrickson good enough to best that. 2nd and 10. Browns again out of a 2 tight end set. Defense looking run. Here comes the deep pass again. Brissett once again going to Amari Cooper, and that one is incomplete. Jacoby Brissett on his card. Couldn't find the number. He starts 2 of 6. He does have a touchdown pass earlier to Harrison Bryant. Bryant joins Chubb in the backfield right now, blocking back set. Brissett beside them out of the shotgun. On 3rd and 10, Bengals going to operate out of the nickel. Browns did convert 1 3rd down on their opening drive. Second opportunity right now. And it's going to be a draw up the middle. Nick Chubb going to try to get it with his feet. And on the defensive card, he's going to get nothing. Nose tackle DJ Reader is a 6. And he put a stop to that quickly. Just a yard gain there. 4th and 9. Cleveland forced to punt. Corey Bajorka is on with a nice punt, 50-yarder. Coffin corner, though, on the play. So from your own 28, I have to presume that was a misfire by the coach, unless he's fearful of the returners, but I don't think so. I'm going to check on that right now. That punt sailed out of bounds after a 33-yard punt. Cincinnati punt returner best opportunity is just plus 27 on Snake Eyes. So I'm going to assume that was a mishit. So the Bengals, after a 3-and-out on their opening possession, will take over with better field position than expected. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Bengals coach Jeff Wendlandt making a short change here, has asked for a slight delay, so he's making some adjustment. These two teams, of course, division mates, played twice this year. Cincinnati beat Cleveland 26-17 in their first matchup, and beat them again 30-17 in their second matchup. So very similar scores in a season sweep of Cleveland. Browns on top here early in Cincinnati, though, 7-0. And we're back in action here. First down run off tackle, Joe Mixon, and he's got it. First down and another 10 yards on top of that. Snake Eyes on off tackle. Joe Mixon goes off for 20. Now across midfield, 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 41. Bengals 2 tight end set. Burrow back to pass. Little square in over the middle to Jamar Chase. And Burrow on his card sets up a yak opportunity for Chase. And that's going to go for 6 yards. Jamar Chase, a C-rated yak this year after A the year before. Does get a better second down opportunity here. 2nd and 4. Burrow's first completion of the day. Defense looking to run. It's another flat pass. This one's going right back to Jamar Chase. Chase has got good yardage. First down inside the 20 and brought down at the 12-yard line. Pickup of 23. 6 on the white die. Sent that to the 0-man column. Phew, sneezing there. Sorry. Safety up close showing blitz for the Browns. Here's a little dump pass, but it's going to be sack on the play. Jadeveon Clowney, even on the flat pass, got in quick enough and brought down the quarterback, a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 at the 15 for the Bengals. Since they're coming out with 2 tight ends here. Safety John Johnson showing blitz here for the Brownies. Here's a hitch over the middle. T. Higgins is the target, and it's incomplete. That one found an empty spot on Burrow's card. It's 3rd and 13 now. Full spread formation here for the Bengals. 4 wide receivers. Burrow out of the shotgun. 4-2-5 blitz shown here from the Browns. So a little eye candy with the safety showing blitz. Instead, he covers the look in, and that's where the throw is. Button hook to Mixon and incomplete. And that probably would have been a short gain touchdown on wrong had the safety not covered. So 4th and 13, here comes the field goal attempt. Evan McPherson, and it's through. 32-yard field goal is right through, and with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter, the Bengals are on the board. Browns still lead 7-3. Kickoff return, Jerome Ford out to the 27, and the Browns will start their possession there. Come out in a 2 tight end set. Brownies like to run the ball, but the Bengals rated excellent against the run. Only one short gain available there on the defensive card. Bengals pass defense rated average, among the better defensive teams in the league. Here's a pitch out going to Nick Chubb, man in zone. So the Bengals definitely won it on the defensive card here. But Chubb gets it on his card, and that's going to be good for a short gain. Pickup of 18 out across the 40 to the 45. Chubb, 6 carries, 39 yards already. Browns out near midfield. They'll stay in the 2 tight end set here. Defense looking run, but back to pass is Brissett. Looking short, going right back to Amari Cooper, and Cooper's got the catch and good yardage up the right sideline. Pick up a 16. Amari Cooper got to look at his short pass wrong column, and there's a lot of good stuff there, including a couple long gains. Browns 1st and 10 at the Cincy 39 now. From here, field goal range goes out to the 41 at a 2 through 6 and 12. Here's a draw to Nick Chubb, and the defense called run, so that's going to go to the key column, and Chubb loses a yard. Nice coach there. Nice call there from Coach Jeff Wendlandt. 2nd and 11 now at the Bengals 40. Brown showing 2 tight ends again here. Definitely showing an early tendency to throw it toward Amari Cooper. We'll see how aggressively and how quickly the Bengals start doubling him up. Back to pass, looking deep, empty zone, going to the tight end, David Njoku. Browns want to see that on the Bengals defensive card, I'd imagine. And instead, the quarterback is flushed out, couldn't get it off in time. Dump pass out here to Pharaoh Brown, and a yak opportunity for him. And Brown's got good yardage, 1st down yardage, in fact. Pick up a 14. Pharaoh Brown with a 14-yard catch and run. Browns now 1st and 10 at the Bengals 27. Brown is a B-rated yak from the 2nd tight end position. Bengals stay in there 3-4. Cincy with a couple of double-digit blitzers on the outside, Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. Back to pass, looking deep. The double team is on Cooper, but it's going to Donovan Peoples-Jones. So mixing it up nicely there, Coach Dan Marin, and that pass is going to be incomplete. on the defensive card, got the interception split roll, but missed it. It was 2 through 6. So Brissett flirting with a pick there. He's 4 of 9 so far. 2nd and 10 Browns. Just over 2 minutes remains here, first quarter. Browns on top 7-3, but driving. On 2nd and 10, the Bengals are going to come out with their nickel defense. Back to pass, Brissett looking deep. This one's going to Amari Cooper. Defense was looking run, so there's no blitz. Let's see those dice, fellas. And it goes to the quarterback card and incomplete. Jacoby Brissett on long pass wrong. Hits an interception split roll. So Brissett struggling, and it's 3rd and 10 at the 27. From right here, Browns kicker Cade York would be 2 through 8 and 12. So Brissett now out of the shotgun. Kareem Hunt, the tailback beside him. Chubb is out. 3 wide receivers. Bengals out of the nickel. There's a button hook pass to Kareem Hunt, and there's actually 2 linebackers in the zone. And that's the difference. Incomplete pass. Wow, that was a 6-7 roll. So with 1 linebacker there, that's linebacker in zone and a short gain. And the drive moves on, but with 2 linebackers in zone, good call there, Jeff Wendlandt. That's going to force a field goal attempt of 44 yards, and Cade York just gets it through, rolling an 8 on a 2 through 8 and 12. 44-yard field goal is good, and the Browns are back on top by 7, 10-3. Ensuing kickoff is down to the 1, and Chris Evans going to bring that one out. Not quite to the 20, brought down at the 18. And the Bengals will start there, 1st and 10. And Samaje Perine replaces Mixon at tailback here. Both teams showing a lot of 2 tight end formations here. Burrow is back to pass on 1st down. He's looking short, going to Higgins. He is forced to divert. Flushed out, and he's going to be dumping it off to Matt Wilcox, tight end, and Wilcox has got 4 yards. Wilcox getting that on his receiver right column. It's 2nd and 6. Mixon back in at tailback here. Jason Higgins split out wide. Burrow back to pass on 2nd and 6. He's going short, Jamar Chase, but he's going to actually be forced to scramble, and he's going to get good yardage, 1st down. Out to the 30, pickup of 8 on the play for Joe Burrow. And it's 1st and 10 there for the Bengals as we reach the end of the first quarter in Cincinnati. Bengals losing at home so far, 10-3. Cleveland on top. And on 1st down, the Bengals are going to split out 3 wide receivers. Mixon stays in as the tailback. And indeed, we have an off tackle. Mixon getting the call here. And on his card, Mixon's through, and he's got a nice gain right up the middle for 29 yards into Cleveland territory at the 41. Mixon has 3 carries on the game, and 2 of them have been more than 20 yards. He's got 52. Cleveland defense rated poor against the run. Both teams rated average defensively against the pass, but the Bengals are excellent against the run. The Browns are poor, and it showed on that play, although technically that was on Mixon's card. You'll allow me a little broadcast prerogative, I'm sure. Here's a first down run off tackle again to Mixon. This time it goes to the defensive card on 7 yards. Nice run on first down for Mixon, and that was with a linebacker in the zone. On the defensive card, and that indeed was a nice run based on a poor run defense. 2nd and 3. Mixon is out. Samaje Perine replaces him. Browns stay in the 4-3. Here's a run right up the middle to Perine. Going to try to get it there. Defense called run, and it goes nowhere. They did stop him, but a penalty on the play is against the defense. They were a little aggressive getting across that line. Mark off 5 yards and move the sticks. 1st and 10. Bengals at the 29. Perine out. Mixon back in at tailback. Here's a quick out pass, left side, going to the tight end, Hayden Hurst, and that's going to go for 4. 2nd and 6 Bengals at the 25 from right here. That's a 2 through 7, 11, and 12 field goal. Get that down to the 22, and it's 2 through 10. I'm sure Coach Wendlet doesn't want to hear that. He's looking for the end zone to tie this game up. Still in a 2 tight end set. Boy, 4-3 defense. Both of the tackles for the Browns are 0 rated. Yikes. Here's a screen pass to Mixon. Empty zone there, sitting, waiting for him. And he's good for 10 yards and a first down. Into the red zone now. Bengals 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 15. Coach Dan Moran on that play was really guessing hard on looking. He had a couple linebackers there, but both flats were empty. And the Bengals took advantage. They'll stay in a 2 tight end set here. Eighth play of the drive coming up here. And safety John Johnson's going to come up and show blitz. Chase is covered by a 4, and T. Higgins is covered by a 5. Joe Burrow letting the clock drain while he thinks about it, and he's back to pass again. Here's a button hook pass to the tailback Mixon, and on the defensive card, Mixon is incomplete. Had a split roll opportunity, but missed it. 2nd and 10. Nobody's passed the ball more than the Bengals this year. 725 pass attempts for Joe Burrow. The next closest is 59 pass attempts behind Trevor Lawrence. Losing my mind here as I watch my cat over there clawing at my Chiefs flag that's brand new. Stop it. Safety showing blitz again here for the Browns. There's a sideline pass. Jamar Chase, linebacker, is in zone defensively. And that's going to be a receiver opportunity. He goes for 6, but the penalty, and that's on the defense. Personal foul and a big one on Cleveland. Mark off the extra yards, and just like that, it's 1st and goal Bengals at the 4. Second penalty of the game on Cleveland. Second on this drive. I remember they had a first down conversion with an offsides call. Bengals come out in a full house backfield. 4-3 blitz here from the Browns. Defense calls run. It is right at the middle. Samaje Perine, and he goes for 4 yards and a touchdown. Samaje Perine on his right column rolled snake eyes, and that was enough to get the touchdown. Extra point from Evan McPherson is up and good, and with 11:42 to go here in the second quarter, the Bengals at home have tied it up against Cleveland. It's 10-10. Touchback on the ensuing kickoff, and the Browns will take over at their 25. Cleveland's last drive went 8 plays, 3 first downs, and a field goal. That put them up by 7. But the Bengals have answered. We're tied at 10. Jaguars already won tonight. Congratulations to Joe Golden for his victory over the Patriots, 25-24. First down, back to pass. Brissett going against a run defense, short to Amari Cooper. And that is going to be a receiver opportunity. And this time, Cooper is no good. Second time tonight, we've had Amari Cooper looking at his short pass wrong column. It is a delight to see. But a split roll of 7 there. Nothing doing. 2nd and 10. Brissett just 4 of 12 so far. Not a good sign when you can't pass the ball and you're facing an excellent run defense. Of course, Nick Chubb has a way of taming run defenses from time to time. I think he has over 20 yards rushing. Actually, 7 carries, 38 so far. Let's see if Dan Marin dials him up here on 2nd and 10. He does indeed, but not on the run game. This is a button hook to Chubb out of the backfield. It's a pass defense called here by the Bengals. There's the die roll and a nice catch. 13-yard pickup as Nick Chubb takes advantage of a 6 on the white die. Picking up 13 out of that 0-man column. Browns 1st and 10 at their own 38. There's a quick slant over the middle to tight end David Njoku. Linebacker is in zone. Jermaine Pratt, he's a 6. And that's going to be a split roll incompletion. Jacoby Brissett got his interception split roll opportunity there. He does pretty good taking care of the ball, though. And it's 2nd and 10. Brissett continues to struggle. Browns back to a 2 tight end set. Bengals out of the 3-4. And a nice call by the offense. Deep ball goes to Amari Cooper. And that's going to be, let's see, it's up to the safety. And it's a catch. 34 yards. I said it was up to the safety, but I stand corrected. That was Cam Taylor-Britt in coverage on Amari Cooper. And Taylor-Britt is a 0. As a matter of fact, both corners, well, I would say both are. That's not true. Left cornerback, Awuzie is a 4, but I think we know now why we're targeting Amari Cooper so much. He picks up 34 on that one. Cooper, 3 catches, 77 already. Browns 1st and 10 at the Bengals, 28. Here's a pitch out right side to Nick Chubb. And Chubb goes to his wrong column, and he's good for a short gain. 14 yards. That is a tackle at the 14-yard line by Von Bell. But not until Chubb gets that first down. Browns in the red zone again. 9:36 to go, still tied at 10. Browns again staying in that standard 2 tight end set. Both teams operate with a high amount of 2 tight end. Back to pass, Brissett. He is looking short, going to Donovan Peoples-Jones, and that is going to be incomplete. Defense called run. And the Bengals defensively are calling a lot of run in this game, keeping an eye on Nick Chubb and daring Brissett to throw. Brissett's getting plenty of opportunities here, but struggling. Now 6 of 16. Browns 2nd and 10. Now in a blocking back set. And once again, Brissett back to pass. Bengals did call pass this time. Brissett looks over the middle. Short pass. Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's got it. First down yardage. Inside the 5. Brought down at the 3-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal there. Tackle on the play by Cam Taylor-Britt. The Browns have a 1st and goal now, and they bring out the bigs. 1st and goal, full house formation. And guard, center, guard, run blocking reads 5-6-6. So they might be willing to attack that excellent run defense. Of course, the Bengals defensive front across those 3 reads 5-6-6. Safety up close, showing blitz here for the Bengals. Defense is guessing pass, but it's run. Chubb right up the middle. 2 linebackers in zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. The center, Ethan Posick, springs that block that gets Chubb into the end zone, and the Browns have taken the lead here at the 8:42 mark of the 2nd quarter. Extra point by Cade York is up and good. And it is 17-10 Cleveland. Ensuing kickoff return by Travion Williams out to the 18, and the Bengals will take over right there. That touchdown drive for Cleveland, 8 plays, 5 first downs, 75 yards. Boy, 8 plays. You take away that 3-yard touchdown run, that means they had 7 plays, and 5 of them went for a first down. So they moved it right down the field. They're up by 7. Bengals looking to answer here. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Back to pass and looking short. He's going to Tyler Boyd. He's going to be flushed. And we've got a secondary pass here going to T. Higgins in the flat. And that's going to be caught, actually incomplete, over the middle. 2nd and 10. That was a -1 on Burrow's card, but because it was a look-in, it's incomplete. Second down and 10. Mixon, the tailback, in a 2 tight end set. Browns stay in the 4-3. Burrow back to pass and looking short. This one's going to Mitchell Wilcox, and it's no good. That called on the receiver column for Mitchell Wilcox, and he only had 3 chances. Missed it, sets up 3rd and 10. Bengals at their 18. They're going to go with a spread formation now. 4 wide receivers, Burrow out of the shotgun. It's Pirine in the backfield in place of Mixon. Pirine is also A-rated yak. And the Browns coming out showing a 4-1-6, so only 1 linebacker in the game. If he wants to cover all the flats, he's going to have to vacate that deep zone. He does vacate the deep zone. It's a short pass. Burrow to Jamar Chase, and it's incomplete. Got the interception split roll on the defensive card and flirted with the pick, but just misses it. Bengals are going to have to punt. From their 18, Kevin Huber gets away a good one. It's 50-yarder fielded at the 32. And they're going to let it bounce, and it rolls an additional 9 yards. So a very nice net on that of almost 60 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 7-point lead, 1st and 10 at their own 23. AFC wildcard action. 2 wildcard games already complete. Earlier tonight, the Jags beat the Patriots, and a couple nights ago, it was the Vikings with a goal line stand against Tom Brady beating the Buccaneers. First down pass play, Brissett continuing to throw it. This one is targeting Donovan Peoples-Jones. And on the defensive card, Peoples-Jones makes the catch, and he's got room. He's through into the secondary with a long gain right up the middle for 31 yards. Across midfield, brought down by Jesse Bates at the Cincinnati 46. The Browns, Brissett 8 of 18, not passing well, but passing a lot. Nick Chubb, only 9 carries. Brissett, 18 passes. So offensively, Dan Marin trying to cross up the expectations and not wanting to attack that excellent run defense. Here's an off tackle, Nick Chubb, and sure enough, right on cue, he loses 3 yards. Bengals called run defense on that play, as they've done quite a bit here so far. But that one was decided on the defensive card. 1 linebacker in zone and a 3-yard loss. It's 2nd and 13. 6 minutes remaining now before halftime. Short pass, double sixes, got the long gain for Donovan Peoples-Jones to get the Browns across midfield. 2nd and 13, quick out pass, Pharaoh Brown, he's got it, and that's good for 10 yards. That's going to make it a much more manageable 3rd and 3. That one was on the wrong column because the Bengals once again were guessing run, guarding against Chubb. That would have been incomplete on a pass call. Still work to do for the Browns, though. 3rd and 3 at the Cincinnati 39. 2 tight end set. Chubb the tailback. From right here, a field goal would be 2-6 and 12. Here's a quick slant over the middle to Farrell Brown. Defense called pass. There is a linebacker in zone. But a 6 on the white die is going to be first down yardage. But a penalty is going to wipe it away. Illegal procedures being called here, and the Browns are going to have to back up 5 yards. That's going to cost them a big first down. Would have been a 16-yard gain. Now 3rd and 8 at the Cincy 44. Now out of field goal range. Range is out to the 41, so you got to consider a flat pass still very much in play, though you need 8. Three wide receivers are going to split out, 1 halfback. Brissett's in the shotgun. It's Kareem Hunt here on 3rd down instead of Chubb. Bengals in the nickel. Hunt has a B-rated yak. Here comes a screen going to Kareem Hunt. So indeed he is attacking the flats here. Needs 8 for the first down. Snap fumble. Doesn't get it off. It's loose. Let's see who's on it. And it looks like the Browns fall on it. Big loss on the play. They're going to pick it up and try to run with it. And they do get 3 yards on a fumble return, but they lost a lot more than that. So a snap fumble is going to cost them the opportunity, and the Browns are 4th and 14 right at the 50-yard line. And on comes Bjorquez for another punt. Big fumble recovery there for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Here's the coffin corner punt, and actually it's not going to get out of bounds. It's going to be fielded by Trent Taylor at the 7-yard line for the Bengals. Unless he wants to let that bounce, he does not. And a nice return on the defensive card, a 21-yard punt return. Special teams for the Browns failed them there. Missed an opportunity to pin them deep. 5:06 to go here before halftime. Bengals begin this drive 1st and 10 at the 28. Still trailing the Browns by 7, 17-10. Browns were held to 17 points in both games this year between the Bengals and Browns. Already have 17 before halftime here. With a heavy dose of passing and a lot less Nick Chubb. Back to pass and looking deep to an empty zone. He's going to Jamar Chase. Goes on the quarterback card, though, and it's going to be a must run. And Burrow's going to get 5 out of it. Coach Dan Marin vacated that long pass zone. I believe it was in favor of the short pass zone, if I saw that correctly. But Burrow on his card just missed the long gain. Gets scramble for 5, and it's 2nd and 5 now. Samaje Perine in at tailback here. 2 tight end set. Still 4.5 minutes and 3 timeouts. Plenty of time here. And there's the run up the middle into a pass defense. Samaje Perine goes to the defensive card, and he's going to get 5 yards and a first down. Beat the defensive right tackle. I mentioned earlier that the Cleveland defensive tackles are both 0, consistent with the poor rating they deliver against the run as a team. And that got the first down. Out to the 38 now. Mixon's back in the game. Burrow back to pass, looking short. This one's going to T. Higgins, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. The double team was actually on Jamar Chase. The pass went to Higgins, and he actually got Burrow's interception split roll, 2 through 6. So definitely danger moment there. But it fell harmlessly to the turf, 2nd and 10. Here's a screen pass, and the zone is empty, and it goes to the defensive card. Ryan's got himself a nice pickup of 9. Browns had one flat covered, and they had 2 men in the look-in and nobody in the other flat. That's the flat that they got attacked here. So nice call there by Coach Wendlandt, and it sets up a 3rd and 1. Cincinnati at their own 47-yard line. 3 minutes remains before halftime. Both teams all 3 timeouts. Mixing the tailback here on 3rd and 1. Almost halftime, Joe Burrow just 62 yards passing. Here's an off-tackle run, Joe Mixon. And on the defensive card, he's going to get 5 more. Beats that same tackle with a 4 on the white die. So the last 2 first downs have both come with a 4 on the white die, beating these defensive tackles. Clock continues to run. Now 2:24 remains before halftime. Bengals now across midfield, 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 48. I mentioned Joe Burrow just 62 yards passing, almost halftime. Burrow passed for more yards than anyone in the USFFL this year. First down, he's back to pass, and Burrow looking again at T. Higgins. And that's going to be forced to scramble with it. And Joe Burrow's got good yardage up the right sideline, brought out of bounds finally at what appears to be the 28-yard line. It is a must run for 20 for Joe Burrow. Only Snake Eyes was better. So the Bengals 1st and 10 now at the 28-yard line. Mixing the tailback behind a 2 tight end set. Brown's guessing run, but it's a pass. Burrow throwing short. Hayden Hurst, he's got it. First down yardage inside the 20. Tackled at the 16. As we reach the 2-minute warning here in Cincinnati. Browns are on top of the Bengals, 17-10. But the Tigers are driving. Cleveland has outgained Cincinnati so far, 220 to 177. Both teams 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. Bengals split out 3 wide receivers here. 4-2-5 defense shown again by the Browns. So a little look-in eye candy there for the offensive coordinator. Safety covers that zone. It's a run call up the middle and just a 3-yard pickup. Joe Mixon goes for 3 on a line buck. Nice call there by Coach Dan Marin. Sniffing out the run. 2nd and 7. Clock runs now down to 1:30 seconds remaining. Both coaches letting it run so far. 3 timeouts apiece, 90 seconds to go before halftime. 2 tight end set here. Safety up close showing blitz this time out of the 4-3. Here's a pitch out, Joe Mixon, and into a run defense. Nice call. Then it goes to the defensive card, and that's going to be a 5-yard pickup. Lucky he kept the linebacker there. That would have been a touchdown run with a box that was shown on the card. 3rd and 2 now. And we're waiting to see if either coach wants to call a timeout here. I would think the Bengals are happy to let it run, but we're waiting on the decision. Clock runs down to 1 minute, so 60 seconds remaining. Bengals 3rd and 2 at the Cleveland 8. 2 tight end set, mixing the tailback. Johnson up close, showing blitz out of the safety. Browns up by a touchdown. Bengals knocking on the door. Big 3rd down opportunity here. All zeros up there defensively on the front. I just expect a run call here. But Mixon's the only tailback. So a key would make that a little dangerous. Defense looks run. Back to passes Burrow. Looking short to Hayden Hurst. It's no good. Incomplete. On wrong. Got that on the defensive card with 4 men. And the Browns break it up. It's 4th and 2 at the 8. And Coach Jeff Wendlett's going to take the conservative approach. Brings out the kicker, Evan McPherson. And that is up, and it's good. So a defensive stand there for Cleveland just before halftime. Browns stay on top 17-13. Ensuing kickoff is a touchback. Cleveland takes over at their 25-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts, but only 45 seconds. Maybe now is when we see that dose of Nick Chubb. Chubb with 10 carries, 52 yards, but Brissett, 19 pass attempts. It's actually not Chubb. Kareem Hunt comes out in a blocking back formation. Defense showing nickel here for the Bengals. He doubles up the long pass zone. It's an off tackle. Left side, Kareem Hunt. And Hunt's going nowhere. Nose tackle. DJ Reader, is a 6, and he makes that stop. Both teams let the clock run. It's down to 15 seconds, 2nd and 10. It looks like we're heading to halftime. Browns full house formation here. Bengals stay in the nickel. And Jacoby Brissett takes a knee. And unless the Bengals look to stop the clock, they do not. We go to halftime here in Cincinnati. Bengals at home losing right now 17-13 to Cleveland. Browns have outgained them 219 to 185. And they are just 1 first down better, 13-12. But red zone, Browns 100%, 14 out of 14 possible points. Cincinnati 62%, 13 out of 21. Coaches acknowledging they're taking just a brief break. And we'll be back again in a second for the second half. Very even game, and really, it's that last stat. In fact, boy, look at that. The time of possession is within a minute of each other. And really, that last, I was saying a second ago, that last stat we looked at, that red zone percentage, is really the difference here. Browns been in the red zone twice and converted them both to touchdowns. Bengals have been there 3 times and have just 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. That's the difference in the game. A 4-point lead for Cleveland at the half. Wanted to check out the sacks. Yeah, Myles Garrett ended up with 14. So he tied for 4th. We'll see if that comes into play later. I already mentioned Joe Burrow leading in Attempts, completions, yardage. Joe Burrow was the only quarterback to pass for more than 5,000 yards. These teams kind of crossing up expectations here, like I said, at halftime. The 5,000-yard passer, Joe Burrow, has just 74 yards with less than 50% completions. Jacoby Brissett, also less than 50% completions, but they've been going deep a lot, and they've hit a couple. Taking advantage of the focus the defense has on Nick Chubb. And Brissett, 9 for 19, 168. Turnover-free football so far. Amari Cooper has been abusing his defender. 3 catches, 77. Bengals come in here as the 3 seed. Bills are the 1 seed. So in the second round, let's see. Bills will get the lowest seeded team. So not likely to be the Bengals, even if they were to win. Bills could get Cleveland, though. In fact, Cleveland they are the 6th seed. So not necessarily. Looks like they're all set here. Coaches wishing good luck again as we kick off the second half of this AFC Wildcard. Bengals with the first possession, and they'll get a return into the end zone. I think Chris Evans is just going to sit on it, and he does. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Bengals will start right there. Browns got a touchdown on their first possession of the first half. We'll see what the Bengals have in store for us here. They'll come out in their usual 2 tight end set. There's a first down screen out to the right side. Hayden Hurst, he's got it. And a 9-yard pickup. 6 on the white die took us to the 0-man column on the defensive guard. Setting up a short yardage situation here for the Bengals. 2nd and 1. The Bengals will go 3 wide receivers, 1 tailback here. And a 4-2-5 again, shown by the Browns. And it's just a simple sneak to Joe Burrow up the middle, and he's good for 5. It actually could have been a 0, except the defensive tackles, again, for Cleveland were beaten by a 4 on the white die. First and 10 now. Bengals at their own 39. They'll stay with the 3 wide receiver formation here. The Browns again, 4-2-5. Burrow back to pass. Short to Tyler Boyd. That's no good. Incomplete. Burrow just missing his completions. 2nd and 10. As Burrow again falls under 50%, 9 of 20. Browns again showing 4-2-5 defensive set. And Burrow again, back to pass. This time he's looking to T. Higgins short. Higgins has got it. And he's got a first down. Just enough, 10 yards on the play. Bengals cross midfield. It's 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 49. Sorry about that. Burrow back to pass again, and this time it's a sack. Brought down Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the game. Clowney had a sack in the first half on a simple flat pass. And so far, it's not Myles Garrett, but Jadeveon Clowney and his 3-rated pass rush that's gotten through twice. Loss of 5. It's 2nd and 15. Burrow back to pass again. Looks like we've got an all-out blitz. He gets rid of it, and it's good. Catch of 12 yards on the play. Right back to T. Higgins. And it's 3rd and 3 at the Cleveland 44. Mixing the tailback. 2 tight ends set. Bengals 1 for 5 on 3rd down so far today. Defense looking run, but it's a flat pass. Left side, Mitchell Wilcox, and he's got the catch. 5 yards and a 1st down. However, there's a holding penalty. Wipe it off. Bengals are going to back up here. And that makes it 3rd and 13. Back at the Cincy 46. Spread formation now for the Bengals. Safety up close showing blitz, but out of a deep dime. 4-1-6. Only one linebacker out there. Taki. So we'll see if the Bengals want to try to bite at that safety showing blitz. But there's 2 deep safeties. Of course, the odds are better at hitting that crosshair for the free long gain. On a long, he goes neither. We got a screen pass, empty zone. Tailback is Samaje Perine. He needs 13. On the quarterback car, we get a receiver opportunity. Perine's got it, and he's got a 13-yard pickup. Just enough for the 1st down as Samaje Perine went to his wrong column on his card because of the empty zone and got just enough for the 1st down. And so the opening drive of the second half continues. Bengals 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 41. They'll go 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. All-out blitz. We've got another screen. Mixon to an empty zone again. 13 yards and a 1st down. Coach Wendlandt starting to dial up the offensive puzzle. It's cracking the Cleveland defense a little bit here. Now at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Three wide receivers splitting out here for Cincy. 1 halfback is Mixon. And again, the 4-2-5 from Cleveland, showing an empty look in. Here's an off-tackle run. Joe Mixon, and he's going to get just 3 yards. Mixon got 3 on his card. 2nd and 7 at the Cleveland 25. Eleventh play of the drive coming up. Burrow back to pass, and he is going to be sacked, brought down on the play. Myles Garrett finally gets through. Loss of 4 yards, and it's 3rd down and 11. Cleveland with their 3rd sack of the game. Bengals in a spread formation. Nickel blitz here from the Browns. Back to pass. Burrow looks short. It's incomplete. But there's a penalty, and it's against the defense. Pass interference. And the drive continues. Yardage is marked off, and the Bengals in the red zone now. 1st and 10 at the 15 of Cleveland. Browns still up by 4. This is where the Bengals have struggled so far today. Their 4th opportunity in the red zone. First 3 opportunities have net a touchdown, and 2 field goals. Touchdown here. We put the Bengals in front. 2 tight end set. Safety up close showing blitz. John Johnson. Flat pass left side. Linebacker in zone. Target is Mitchell Wilcox, and it's going to be a yak opportunity for him. And Mitchell Wilcox has got the catch, and he is into the end zone. Snake eyes was the roll, and it's a 15-yard touchdown catch and run. Joe Burrow to Mitchell Wilcox as the Bengals jump out in front. Offensive injury on the play to lineman Ted Karras. He'll miss another game as well. Extra point by Evan McPherson is good, as the Bengals are now on top with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. They used 6 minutes and 12 plays on that opening drive of the second half and have taken a 20-17 lead. The aforementioned injury is to center Ted Karras. That's a big one, folks. 4 rated run block, but a 7 rated pass block. And he covers the high linebacker against 4 threes. He'll be replaced by a 0-0. So the Bengals advance. That's going to be a costly one. Browns with the possession now, trailing by 3 from their own 25. Here's a first down pitch out. Nick Chubb going into a pass defense, hoping to get the wrong column on his card, and he does. He's good for 6. 2nd and 4, Cleveland from their 31. So the Bengals are now up 20-17. And as we mentioned earlier, the Browns scored exactly 17 in the regular season matchups against Cincinnati, losing 26-17 early in the season and losing later 30-17. Let's see if the Bengals can hold them to that number again. Chubb, the tailback here, out of a 2 tight end set. Second and 4, flat pass, left side, going to tight end David Njoku. And a 6 on the white die. Defensive card is going to give him a nice catch. 10 yards and a first down. Jacoby Brissett now at 50% completions, 10 for 20, 178 and the tutty. Browns now 1st and 10 from their own 41. Bengals stay in the 3-4 defensive set. Here's another flat pass right back to Njoku, the tight end. And it's going to be good for 7 on the quarterback card. Brissett with a good flat pass card to look at there. 2nd and 3. Out near midfield at the 48-yard line. Njoku, 2 catches on the day. Back-to-back the last 2 plays. Bunch of receivers are double-teamed here defensively, but we got a pitch out. Chubb going around the edge, trying to get the corner. And Chubb on his card on wrong is good for 5 and a first down. So Chubb hasn't exactly hit his breakaways yet, but he's been steady. 12 carries, 63 yards, a 5.3 average, and a first down run there that takes the Browns across midfield. At the Cleveland 47. Again, out with a 2 tight end set. Halfway through the third quarter. Bengals up 20-17. Defense looks run, and now we're passing. Back to pass and looking deep. Going to Amari Cooper. Receiver is the opportunity. It is incomplete.
The right call at the right time for Coach Dan Marin and the Browns. Got it to a receiver wrong column for Amari Cooper. But it fell in a blank space right between a long gain and a plus 27. Literally 7 opportunities at a completion there. 2nd down and 10. It's been fun watching these two coaches try to keep each other off balance tonight. And on 2nd and 10, the Bengals are going to drop back into a nickel here. Little quick out pass, left side, right back to David Njoku. Going right back to what got him here, and that ball is going to be picked off! Picked off by the Bengals. Joseph Asai with a huge interception in the flat. Here comes the return for Joseph Asai. He's across midfield with an 8-yard interception return. 1st and 10, Bengals at the 46. That, folks, was an interception roll, snake eyes or double sixes, and Asai got the boxcars for the game's first turnover. And the Bengals, up 20-17, now have the ball in Cleveland territory. So Jacoby Brissett responsible for the first mistake in this one. Although, boy, his interception rate is low enough that it took double sixes to burn him there. I've been there. I know Coach Marin's got to be hating that moment. So the Bengals now, offensively, come out in a 3 wide receiver formation, 1 halfback. It's Mixon. Browns opening up that look in again, 4-2-5. Here's a button hook. The safety didn't cover that look in zone. Joe Mixon out of the backfield with his A-rated yak. But we've got a 4-yard pickup. And that was actually the interception split roll on Burrow's card. Missed the interception, kept the 4-yard gain at 2nd and 6. Both teams come out in the same formation, offensively and defensively here on 2nd down. Right back to the button hook. This time the zone is open. Mixing the target again. And on the offensive card, receiver, and it's going to be incomplete. Actual reading was -4. But the look in converts that to an incompletion. So 3rd and 6 for Cincinnati at the Cleveland 42. As the Browns try to hold here after giving up the game's first turnover. 4 wide receivers, full spread formation here for the Bengals. Burrow out of the shotgun. P. Ryan is beside him. Back to pass, and he's going square in over the middle. Empty zone. Good for 13 yards and a 1st down. Trenton Irwin. The linebackers for Cleveland doubled up both of the flats. And Coach Jeff Wendlandt, with the right call at the right time, nails that look in to Trenton Irwin for 13 on the defensive card. 1st and 10 now at the Cleveland 29. Burrow back to pass. He is looking short. He gets the pass off. It's going to Jamar Chase, and he's got the catch. And Jamar Chase is into the secondary, and he is all the way to the end zone. He's housing it, 29-yard touchdown. That was double sixes on the 3-man column for the Browns, and a long game was waiting there for that short pass, and the Bengals have opened up a 2-score lead. Evan McPherson is good on the extra point. And all of a sudden, it is Cincinnati 27, Cleveland 17. So Cleveland came out up 10-3, but they've been outscored 24-7 ever since. Browns now down by 9 on the road. 5:06 remains, 3rd quarter. Chubb still has plenty of carries remaining. 18 till his first fatigue level.
Two tight ends set for the Browns offensively. Here's a screen pass. Nick Chubb, linebacker, is in zone, but a 6 on the white die is going to meet that, a 10-yard completion. Nick Chubb with his second catch of the day. Browns 1st and 10 now at the 35. Even on 1st down now, Bengals going to work out of the nickel, 3-3-5. They guess run, and it is. Off tackle, Nick Chubb. And on the defensive card, Chubb is going to lose a yard. Linebacker in zone. All he needed to be was a 4. And it's 2nd and 11. Browns staying in their 2 tight end set. Almost the 4th quarter. Chubb was still just 13 carries. Here's an off tackle to Chubb, and he's going to lose a couple. Bengals get him on his own card. They called run defensively, and it was -2. So 3rd and 13 now for Cleveland at their own 32. They're going to go 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Jake Brisket operating out of the shotgun. Chubb is still beside him in the backfield. Browns pass blocking not that great, other than the left guard. And Brissett will pass, looking short, going to Donovan Peoples-Jones. It's incomplete on the 4-man column on the Bengals defense. And 4th and 13, and the Browns are going to have to bring up Bjorquez and punt it away. Jake Brisket falls under 50% completions now, 12 of 25. Punt from Bjorquez is pretty good, 51-yarder. Fielded inside 20 by Trent Taylor. And that return is 16 yards as once again, the Bengals take advantage of the punt defensive specialist card of the Browns for a good return. That'll put the Bengals now out to their own 33-yard line, and they'll begin this drive right there. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Browns out of a 4-2-5. Here's a 1st down run off tackle, Samaje Perine, and he's good for 7. And a penalty on the defense will tack on 15 more. A little bit rough on that tackle. Browns maybe showing some frustration here. That'll get them all the way across midfield. 1st and 10 now at the Cleveland 45. Bengals split out 3 wide receivers again. Here's a pitch out on 1st down. Samaje Perine around the right side goes for 4. That one with a linebacker in zone on the defensive card. 2nd and 6. Boy, Browns are going to have a tough time, I think, operating from behind with as bad as their run defense is. Makes them kind of have to call run, but you're doing that against the 5,000-yard passer if you do. Here's a square end pass right over the middle to Tyler Boyd. Linebacker in zone for the Browns. Burrow on his card, sets up a yak opportunity for Boyd, and nothing doing, incomplete. So 3rd and 6 now at the Cleveland 41. Field goal range for the Bengals began at the 42. It would be a 2 through 6, 11, and 12 if you wanted to do it. Coach Winlett splitting out 4 wide receivers now here.
Nickel defense from the Browns. Here's a flat pass, linebacker in zone, right back to Tyler Boyd. And a 6 on the white die has got himself a first down. Hit the zero-man column for 8 yards. Move the sticks. Bengals are 1st and 10 at the 33. As Joe Burrow, after a slow start, becomes the first quarterback to hit 200 yards passing in this game. 18 of 31 for 200. Jake Brisket, 12 of 25 for 195. Closing moments here of the third quarter in Cincinnati. Bengals up by 10 with the ball. And Burrow's got a quick slant over the middle to tight end Hayden Hurst. He is doubled by the safety. That is incomplete. Nevertheless, a penalty, another personal foul on the Browns. They're starting to lose composure. That'll march the Bengals into the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 18-yard line. Browns, 6 penalties, 59 yards. Bengals just 2 for 25. That's not good for the Browns, nor was the game's only turnover. Coach is making a joke about the refs after that call. Browns desperately need to hold them to a field goal attempt here to stay within 2 scores. Coach Winlett taking his time here, and he's got a square in pass for the call and an empty zone. So a great call there by Winlett. This one's going to Jamar Chase. Waiting for the roll. Big opportunity. Goes to the defensive card, and that's going to be good for just 6 on receiver. Jamar Chase with his 5th catch of the game. And that makes it 2nd and 4. Bengals at the Cleveland 12 as we head to the 4th quarter now in Cincinnati. Bengals are up 27-17, knocking on the door for another score. 2nd and 4, short yardage defense call, but it's a sideline pass right back to Jamar Chase. Receiver unwrong. He's got the catch and the first down inside the 5, brought down at the 2. 1st and goal, Bengals at the 2-yard line. And they'll bring out the full house. Browns, 4-3 blitz. Sneak for the quarterback, Burrow. He is keyed. And Burrow loses a yard. 2nd and goal at the 3. Browns desperately need a goal line stand. Bengals go back into a full house set. Mixon, Pirine, and Burrow. All opportunities to run it. 4-3 blitz from the Browns. Defense looks past. It's a pitch out. Samaje Perine going to try to get around the edge. He needs 3 yards, and Perine goes to the defensive card, and that's always good news against Cleveland. Touchdown, Samaje Perine. As the Bengals have now opened it wide open with a 3-score lead. Extra point from Evan McPherson is what will make that a 3-score lead officially. It's up and good. And with 13:30 to go in this game, the Bengals have outscored the Browns 21-0 in the second half, and they're leading 34-17. The Browns, after a touchback, take over at their 25, now down 3 scores. They'll split out 3 wide receivers. Chubb, the halfback. Brissett still under center. Bengals out of the nickel. Brissett back to pass. He's looking short. He's going to Donovan Peoples-Jones, but he's going to be flushed. We got a little dump off now. Instead, it's going to Nick Chubb in the flat, and Chubb's got it. He's got good yardage up at middle for a 10. Brissett goes over 200 yards passing as well now. 1st and 10 Browns at their own 35. Back to pass and looking deep. That ball is incomplete. Up 17 points. The Bengals going to be very judicious about calling run, I would think. And Jake Brisket on his card, long pass right. The only completions are on snake eyes or double sixes. The Browns are going to have to work their way back with a lot of short passes and good breaks, maybe a turnover. Bengals got them near checkmate here. Just not a team built to come back. Here's a button hook over the middle to Chubb on 2nd and 10, and a receiver result is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10 for the Browns at their own 35. I wish you all could see me right now as I'm fighting my cat off, who's dying to sit on my lap while I'm doing this. Hey, buddy. One of those moments where he just insisted. So big 3rd and 10 here. Browns need it. 3 wide receivers splitting out, 1 halfback. Bengals out of the nickel. Stranger things have happened. There's still 12 minutes and 18 seconds left in this game. Back to pass, looking short, going to Schwartz, and that ball is going to be intercepted by the Bengals. Intercepted near midfield at their own 49. Mike Hilton with a 2nd interception for the Bengals. Here comes the return, and Hilton is going nowhere. But the Browns have turned it over again. 12 minutes to go in this one. Bengals are up by 17, and they've got the ball in Cleveland territory. Samaje Perine will be the tailback here. Bengals coach noting that the dice have completely abandoned the Browns, and certainly in the second half, I would have to agree with that pretty much. Browns looking run. Here comes the screen pass. Left side, Samaje Perine out of the backfield. To the defensive car we go, and Perine beats the linebacker. He's got himself a short gain. Inside the 40, tackled at the 36. Third catch of the game for Samaje Perine. He'll stay in the game here. There's a first down run off tackle to Perine, and that's going to lose a couple. Coach Dan Marin sniffed out the run call on that first down play. It's 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Bengals are going to split out 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. There's a run up the middle, and that's going to lose a yard. Dan Marin sniffing out another run call. Makes it 3rd and 13 at the Cleveland 39. Bengals are going to get out the spread formation. Two second-half interceptions by Jake Brisket has derailed things for Cleveland. They had a halftime lead of 17-14.
I'd have to think about this, but I'm pretty sure if the Bengals win this game, all 3 wild card games have been won by the team that trailed at halftime. Burrow back to pass, looking short, and it's caught. Tyler Boyd has a first down, but there are penalties on both teams. Back it up. That would have been a 15-yard completion and a first down, but 3rd and 13 all over again for Cincy. At the Cleveland 39, they are in field goal range. I believe it was 2 through 6, 11, and 12. I don't know how any other coach might feel about it, but I think I'd kick it. I'm not too worried about it being blocked or the Browns getting it near midfield. I'd go ahead and kick it. Button hook to Joe Mixon, and it's good for 8. Not enough for a first down. 4th and 5 at the 31. Here comes a 48-yard field goal from Evan McPherson. And that kick is up and good. 2 through 7, 11, and 12. He drills it. And with 9 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, Bengals now up by 20, 37-17. So the Browns running out of time here. Need 3 touchdowns to get back in at 9 minutes. 3 timeouts. They'll split out 3 wide receivers again. Here's an off-tackle run to Nick Chubb, and it's good for just 4. As it did go to Cincy's defensive card, 2nd and 6. The Browns came out with a plan to kind of cross up the Bengals defensively. Bengals' excellent run defense. They still were calling a lot on Chubb, and they just kept throwing it. Brisket led into a halftime lead despite being not that efficient. But the tables turned in the second half. Brisket back to pass. He's looking long, but he's going to be flushed and forced to dump it off. This one going to tight end David Njoku, and he's got a nice catch and a first down. Out to the 38-yard line, pick up a 9. First down there for the Browns. The clock, however, the enemy here for Cleveland. Now at 7:48 remaining. Here's an off-tackle draw, Nick Chubb, and that's going to be good for just 3 yards. Again, going to the defensive card. Needed the left tackle to run block out of 6. And he did not. He's a 0. 2nd and 7. Here's a button hook over the middle to Nick Chubb. There is a linebacker in zone, and Chubb's got a yak opportunity. Chubb can do things with that, but in this case, it's just going to be a 4-yard pickup. Nick Chubb is a B-rated yak, but didn't get a very good roll there. It's 3rd and 3. Cleveland still in their territory at the 45. Here's a flat pass to an empty zone, it appears like, and that goes to the wrong column. And Pharaoh Brown's got himself an 11-yard reception and a first down. So Cleveland across midfield now at the Cincy 44, 1st and 10. 6 minutes and change remain in this one. Bengals still up by 20. There's a dump pass, left side, empty zone again. That goes right back to the right column. And that's going to be a 3-yard gain only, as Anthony Schwartz couldn't get the roll he wanted for Yak. Schwartz is rated C. Coach Dan Marin cleverly taking advantage of the Bengals' propensity for double teaming in this area and hitting the empty flats left behind by the linebackers taken off the board. It worked once. That one didn't get what he needed, 2nd and 7. Browns bring out the 2 tight ends again, Cincy in the nickel. There's a button hook to Nick Chubb, and he is doubled, and that's going to be incomplete. The safety moved into the zone on that excellent call from Jeff Windlet. Almost had the interception there, and it's 3rd and 7. Jacoby Brissett out of the shotgun here. 2 tight ends set. Bengals in the nickel. Bengals looking to put the finishing touches on a wild card victory. Here's an inside run draw to Chubb. To the defensive card it goes, and he's got a good gain. Chubb takes advantage of a couple of boxes there on the defensive card. And he steams forward for a gain of 13 on the play. Chubb now 17 carries, 80 yards. 5:06 remains on the clock, though. Sands running out of the hourglass for a Cleveland fan. Here's a pitch out, Nick Chubb around the edge, and he's going to get 3 yards. Tackle on the play by Sam Hubbard. Nick Chubb on his wrong column. Just didn't get a good roll. 2nd worst on the card. 2nd and 7. Now under 5 minutes on the clock. Flat pass, empty zone going to Pharaoh Brown, and that ball is going to be caught. Pick up a 10 yards and a 1st down, brought down at the 15-yard line. Found the empty zone again. 1st and 10 from the 15. Another flat pass, linebacker in zone this time, right back to Pharaoh Brown, and it's no good. Incomplete. Brisket finding an empty spot on his flat pass card. Second down and 10. Chubb still in the deep eye, single setback. And again, we've got a quick out pass right back to Pharaoh Brown in the same role, makes it incomplete. But a penalty on the play is against Cincinnati, and the Browns will march forward 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 10. Clock now down to 3 minutes, 36 seconds. Bengals in good position here. Browns in a run set now, blocking back formation. Bengals safety up close, showing blitz, Jesse Bates. Bengals looking run, but he's back to pass, looking short, going to Peoples-Jones. It's no good, incomplete. Donovan Peoples-Jones on short pass wrong. Incompletions are only on 7 and 9. He rolls the 7. 3rd and 5, Cleveland. Trying to figure this out. Bengals and Jaguars both win tonight. So we know the Bills will not play the Bengals because they're going to play the lowest seeded team. So they'll play the Broncos if the Broncos beat the Chiefs. Bills will play the Jaguars if not. Is how I believe that lays out. Third and 5 here for Cleveland. Jesse Bates up close, showing blitz again out of the nickel for the Cincinnati Bengals. There's a run up the middle to Nick Chubb, and he's got himself a first down. Tackled at the 3, pick up a 7, and it's first and goal, Browns at the 3-yard line. They'll go full house formation here. I think they might try to slip in a pass. Just because you'd hate to get a run that doesn't get 3 yards. And indeed, back to pass. Looking short, and he's brought down. Sack on the play. Sam Hubbard. First sack of the game for Cincinnati, I believe. 2nd and 12 now. Or I should say 2nd and goal at the 12 for Cleveland. Cleveland lets the clock run. It's down to 2:06. And yes, indeed, that was the first sack of the game for Cincinnati. 2nd and goal at the 12. Defense looks past. It's off tackle. Nick Chubb to the defensive card, going nowhere. The defensive tackle, again, 6 on the white die, could not beat him. DJ Reader, it's 3rd and goal at the 12 as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in Cincinnati as the Bengals are about to close out what appears to be a victory over their cross-state rival. Up 37-17. Browns now 3rd and goal at the 12. 2 tight end set. Back to pass. Brissett looking short and no good. Pass intended for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Incomplete, makes it 4th and goal, Browns at the 12. Reality starting to set in for Cleveland. And the home fans in Cincinnati are quite pleased. From the 12, 4th and goal, back to pass, looking short, and that's going to be caught. And Njoku's got it, and he's got a Cleveland touchdown as Jake Brissett hits the +12 on his own card. Best result he could get. That makes it 37-23. That is a 14-point game. Cutting it to 12 does you no good. So we'll get the extra point here to make it a 13-point game. 1:37 remains, and we're about to see an onside kick. Second touchdown pass of the day for Jake Brisket. The extra point is good. There is a penalty. Offsides on Cleveland, so since he wants to, they can make him kick it again. But instead, he'll back him up on the kickoff. 97 seconds left. Browns down by 13. Here comes the onside kick. And it is recovered by Cincinnati. And so Cincinnati up 37-24. Takes over with 90 seconds remaining at the Cleveland 41. Full house formation. Joe Burrow takes a knee, and we'll see if the Browns want to burn their timeouts. And they do not. So we are down to 45 seconds in this one. Victory formation here for the Bengals as they're about to close out a wild card victory at home against the Cleveland Browns. Browns let it run again, and we're down to 1 second remaining. The Cleveland Browns led this game at halftime 17-13. But the Bengals come back with 24 unanswered points in the second half until the Browns just got a touchdown a moment ago. But it wasn't enough. It's a 37-24 victory as the Bengals advance. Both coaches have been invited on for a post game. We'll see if they're interested in doing it. If not, it's no problem. We don't like to pressure our coaches to do that. But with these two coaches, I think we might see one or both. We'll see. After a slow start, both quarterbacks, I think, ended up over 250 yards. Actually, Joe Burrow did not. Had 239. They both had 2 touchdown passes, but Jake Brisket had the 2 picks. And those came early in the second half and really turned the tide in this one. Chubb ended up 20 carries for 90 yards, but was not used a lot early as the Browns were kind of masterfully executing a head fake with a lot of passing game from Jake Brisket. Trying to look at stats, and my cat's up here scratching at me with his claws. Both coaches still chatting it up a little bit. And Coach Dan Marin wishing Jeff good luck in the rest of the playoffs. USFFL hashtag sportsmanship. Boy, the Bengals were actually efficient running it. They never run that much. But Joe Mixon went 9 for 74. I know he had a couple of runs that were over 20 yards in the first half. Bengals really opened up the passing game in the second half as they came back to win this one. Big sack from Sam Hubbard helped seal it. And the Cleveland Browns did finally get over that 17-point threshold, but didn't get as much as they wanted or needed in this game. We still have 3 wild card games remaining. Broncos at Chiefs. That'll kick off coming up on Monday night. We have the Seahawks and Eagles. And that one has not been decided yet when it's kicking off. And we have the Lions at Packers. And that kickoff is expected on Sunday during the NFL championship games. Might do a shadow cast on that one. And here we are. We do welcome Dan Marin to the stage. Dan, how are we doing tonight? Not sure I can hear you there, Dan. Yeah, I'm not hearing you, Dan. I'm not sure what you're saying. If I need to mute you or what? No. I can't hear you.
Got me now?
Yeah, there you go, Dan.
All right, good deal. I said
Well, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you tonight, Dan.
I was doing a lot better until the second half is what I was saying.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It looked like you were kind of crossing him up in the first half, taking advantage of some run calls. And really, Jake Brisket didn't give you as much as you could have had out of your opportunities. He had a lot of wrong opportunities that he wasn't able to capitalize on for you. And so the lead wasn't quite enough when things started to turn on the dice in the second half.
Yeah, I think one of the main points that shifted was early in the second half. I hit a receiver roll on Amari Cooper going deep when he called a run call. And as soon as that fell incomplete on Amari's card, I said, that's gonna be a problem, because if I hit something big and go down and score on that drive, then I've got a two score lead. I think I was winning at that time. Oh no, wait a minute. It was 17-13. He came down and scored when he got the ball in the second half. And then my possession.
2017 when that happened.
Yeah, when I missed that. So I think that was huge. And then if I remember right, it's all mixed up in my head right now, but if I remember right, his next possession after I lost the ball was that interception 2 and 12 on a flat pass.
Yeah, you got the double sixes on that interception. And really, kind of that was at the moment that I was like, now you're in trouble. And I felt like your team is not really built to come from behind in that moment once he started moving up on you. Would you kind of agree with that?
Yeah, and then he did something that kind of surprised me. And there was a couple times during the game where he would throw, two people in the look-in zone when I absolutely didn't think he was going to do that. And because I'm a big run look in, because if you bring people up to stop Chubb, you're going to leave 1 or 0 in the zone. And he really mixed me up a couple times where instead of calling run, he would just pass and put 2 people in the look in. And then after he went up 27-17, I expected him to call pass. And then I had the ball and he called 2 runs in a row when I had Chubb. And my goal was like, all right, he's up 10. He's going to say, let's take a chance with Chubb. I can't, depend on that 0 on Amari Cooper and call run. And so, that pretty much was it. So he really, besides the rolls in the second half, he really, made a couple really key high leverage calls that kind of screwed my mojo up.
And of course, you're talking about Jeff Wendland, who I want to make sure and acknowledge and give our congratulations to on the big win tonight, Jeff.
Can you hear me okay?
Jeff? Yeah, we're hearing you just fine. Sounds like there might be a little bit of a delay.
You guys are frozen every time I try to see something. Yeah, I heard part of that.
Are you still there, Jeff?
Yeah, I think he's frozen though.
Yeah, it does look like he is. Yeah, the other thing that I thought, really stacked against you is you got those 0 tackles and he kept hitting them. He kept rolling the 4, but it was always enough to get past your tackles there. Just felt like a tough matchup. He'd held you to 17 points, I noticed, in both of the regular season games. And you got to 17, and I was like, I even made the comment, hey, he's already at 17. It's not even halftime. But then it just took a while after that.
Yeah,
give
sorry.
the coach the second here, see if either one of them can get restored. It's cool. Yep. Show a little patience there. It's no problem.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I'll be in there in a second. All right. Bye. All right. Sorry, Timmy. Got a call from the wife.
Totally okay. Totally
Yeah,
okay.
I can hear you guys.
There we go. All right. Well, Jeff, congratulations on the win. How'd you get it done, man?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Very good now.
Oh.
Are you still there, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're still losing Jeff. So looks like his connection's not doing the best tonight. So we certainly extend congratulations to him. And Dan, we'll look forward to seeing you, I guess, next year as the Browns run it back. I assume you'll be coming back with Cleveland, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said in that end of the game, you know, I just wanted to get these guys to the playoffs. In week 18, that was my goal, and it was all gravy. Made the playoffs, made a good showing for a half, and you know, I wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. So if I could pull off an upset, it would have been great. And now I get to watch and, you know, take a 7-10 team to 10-7, make the playoffs. I'm happy. Great year, great group of guys, and great
good job by you, man. Definitely, I agree.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Appreciate
it, Timmy.
it.
You were eligible for the Coach of the Year, even if you hadn't made the playoffs. So you were going postseason no matter what. Good job.
Yeah, can I change
that team?
Can I change my mind and go to Coach of the Year now?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Right. I got to run, man.
All right, Dan. Have a good night, man. Thanks again.
Thanks.
We'll see you next year, man.
Thanks, Kamish.
You betcha. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign out here. We've got a couple of victors tonight. We have the Jaguars that came back at the end to beat the Patriots, and we have the Browns losing, unfortunately for them, as we just talked to them, to the Bengals. We'll give Jeff one more try here as he's showing up. There we are. Jeff, can you hear me? There you are. Jeff, can you hear me?
I can't.
Well, it looks like we've lost Jeff, guys. So we'll just go have to continue it again probably tomorrow whenever the next game gets scheduled as the pursuit for the Harlan McLean Trophy for this year rolls on.